I'm doing my part. 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 I'm doing my part.
Hello. I actually think that I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took you away from the wall, okay? There's another one behind me here, but you just have me in front of it now. Hello, comrade. I think that I'm happy to go. Wait, no. Damn it. There is something that I meant to do. So embarrassing. So often just a little peek behind the wall as it were. Uh, my little kiwi needs to be slightly taller. Nonetheless, let me tell you a little FYI. Some of you guys might have heard it before. Nonetheless, no, I do sit down. I just like to sit. You made me lose my train of thought. Oh yes, the starting soon screen. Usually, I only have it at starting soon to one, get through the first round of ads on Twitch, so that way there is just an entire hour uninterrupted on Twitch. So that's why I do starting soon. First things first. Hi everyone, good to have you here. Welcome in. I want to get married. Hopefully, you find a nice person to settle down with. That sounds like a goal to have. So that's why I have the starting soon screen. The other reason I do the starting soon screen is so that I can take a photo to put on Instagram. So now, now I have to do that, and I haven't got my starting soon screen on, so I'm gonna be very, very embarrassed. So you guys can see a little peek behind the curtain again of me taking a cringe photo. And I always just try and take one photo because otherwise I think about it too hard. Okay. Anyway. Are you marrying me? Thank you for the offer, but I don't tend to marry people who I've not met. But, I know it's practiced in some cultures, but not my culture. Good morning, good morning. So, on that, let me pretend that the screen is still on starting soon, and I'll quickly put this photo on. Oh my god, I look like a little just silly Billy, but nonetheless. But yes, yeah, you got it, Mooney. Oh my gosh. Okay. And we back at it again. That'll do. Oh my god, I hate this so much. The thing is that I don't actually really like posting on socials when I go live anyway, because I never know what to do. I started doing it on Twitter for a while. I've given up on that. There was just no point. I was like, this is doing nothing. But I still do it on Instagram because I do have some people who are like, oh, I only just saw the Instagram notification. So I still do that, but it's always so cringe to try and create a photo. Like, what is this? What is this? This is ridiculous is what this is. That's what's happening. Anyway, it's there now. G'day, mate. How are you? I'm not Australian. I don't know why I tried to say g'day. But anyway, hi. Hello. Okay. Yes, the ads hopefully will be over on Twitch. Did you take a shower? I did yesterday. It's only 8 in the morning for me. I rolled out of bed and I came here. Stage fright on the comedy stage. Oh God, I'm not gonna make a good comedian, am I? And look, I have a band-aid on my little boo-boo today. So if you guys were here previous stream, you'll know what happened. That was another thing that made me incredibly embarrassed, but my boo-boo is covered up now. You bathe? No, I shower. They're different. Alrighty. So it is good to have you guys here. Good morning. I hope you're well. Let me see if my tea is ready for sipping. Yes, very good. Kia ora. Hello, everyone. It's good. We got some people who are returning. I heard my name. Now, today, I want to get something out of the way nice and quickly. Basically, I don't know if my bot works on YouTube, so for those who haven't realized, we're multi-streaming. And I want to see if my bot works. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what the title is. We're just trying to get the bot to work. I've started streaming. Thank you for the sub. I've started streaming on YouTube for the last month now, and it's just been a slow build up on resources over there. Twitch is the more, what's the word we're looking for? Polished experience. But I don't want to assume on what platform people like to watch. I'm well though, thank you. I'm actually thank you for asking. I am feeling so much better today. Some of you guys are new, so you wouldn't know that I was feeling bad anyway, but that is a good segue for the people who have been in the previous streams and know about my headaches. I feel a lot better today. It comes and goes in waves. I do have a new pillow now, so I'm hoping that will help with my ridiculous way I sleep. So and I also did some of these before I went live. Just trying to loosen up the muscles, try and make everything a little bit better. Sending love from Canada. Thank you so much. What a boring ass band-aid. I know, right? It's all I could find in the house. You're cute. Show Bobs. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. What are you doing tonight? We're gonna test the bot. So first things first. I don't know what command to use. If I say where are you from over on YouTube? Damn it, that's Nick. You were so close to testing for me. Let's try doing. Get wrecked, boo boo. No, it's never fun to have a headache. So if I do this, does this work? It does not. Yes, I am from New Zealand. You got it. My bot's not working. Why does it do this? If we try doing Discord, will it work? Hey, wait! My bot did work! Wait! Oh my god! It did work! That's so exciting! Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the dolly reduce.
Just want to say you're an awesome streamer and give off such good energy. Grimacing face emoji.
The grimacing face made that feel like Brian was meant to say that in a much more sarcastic tone. But Willie, thank you so much for the $10. That is very kind. I feel very, very I don't know, just happy. Thank you. That's very, very sweet. I do appreciate that. Why is your accent like Australian with a fake American accent? I get asked this pretty much every single stream. I just have an amalgamation. And that is why we wanted the bot to work, because then it could answer some of these questions for you rather than me having to repeat myself every few minutes. But it doesn't look like the command Discord works, so that one might be one that I work on otherwise, but it looks like it can do wild cards. So anyone from today, and this might be for the regulars as well, anyone today who asks where I'm from, as long as they say where are you from, the bot will respond.
I'm doing my
We
part.
at least have that answer. So that to me says that it is connected to YouTube, which means that future streams I should be able to bring those elements together and make a little bit of a smoother experience, answer some of those frequently asked questions. But there are wait, is it gonna work? Why is it not working? Sarian, you got it correctly. It should just respond now. It should respond to chants as well. Please, bot, please. You can do it. I believe in you, robot. We got it to work one time. Come on. Also, yay, look, there we go. It was just super, super slow and super delayed. For those who are new, hello. I am from New Zealand. I'm living in the UK. My accent is a mess because I moved to Australia at one point. I learned how to do an American accent through acting training. I'm not an actor anymore. And that is a condensed version. It's a little bit more complex than that for my accent, but my point is that I know my accent is a bit odd. You can call me Clem, John. You have huge news? Tell us your huge news. Do share. Oh, okay. Well, look, the bot is semi-working. So that is at least news. And I think that that is enough news for me to warrant being able to fix it, essentially. The fact that it is in YouTube altogether, I think is a good starting point for me. And I can work on this. I can work on these things to try and make it work going on. Hey, no, it's not working. It's right. Look, it's semi-working. I haven't done any other commands to try and make it consistent. So the only one I've got as a tester was the where are you from? Because I was like, there's no point in me doing a whole bunch if it doesn't work. But the where are you from kind of works. But I think that I'll do it so that it responds to the person who asked. And this one, the do not be fooled, this is not live. I also want my bots to respond to that because I get that a lot. And I don't know why people bother. You know what I mean? I don't know why people bother. I know people, it's the YouTube. For whatever reason, I think it's the vertical live stream. People think that it's not real. It's all pre-recorded. But I'm not sure why they feel that way when they can literally see their name on the chat and all these kinds of things. Anyway. Why, hello there, Brittany. It is good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful live stream. Hi. Welcome on in, Raiders. It's good to have you here. My name is Clem. I'm a Just Chatting streamer. I talk a lot of nonsense. I do play some games, but I haven't in 6 months. Those will be returning in May, so we only have 2 more weeks until we play some games again. But outside of that, the bulk of my content is to yap away, and so we are just guided by the comments of the community, basically. So you guys can just share whatever it is, and that's an answer to some of your questions that you guys had on YouTube as well. For the Raiders, we are multi-streaming. That's why you can see some YouTube messages. Oh, someone's asked where I'm from. Let me see if my bot will respond to that. Sorry, just do it. I have a robot that I've been trying to train to respond to messages of where I'm from because it gets very tiresome for me to ask. And I know that from your guys' experience, like you're scrolling, you happen to come across the channel and you're like, oh, what's this weird accent? We don't speak German. Technically we do, but nonetheless, hi for Berlin, hello. But yes, it's good to see you guys. Okay, did you make sure it says from and not form? Autocorrect? No, it says from. I did try it, okay? Yes, go full work. Sorry, Brittany, I didn't see that. Much love. Guys, if you guys are from my community over on Twitch, please follow Brittany. She's a wonderful, wonderful person and does a lot of variety. So please go give her some love back. Hi, Ron. If this is not live, you're absolutely brilliant in responding to text. I'm just... it's AI. AI is so good that it can predict what everyone is going to say, and then I just respond to that, the day before, and then it's okay. Have you noticed you look like you're streaming from a comedy club? That's another one that I need my bot to respond to. Yes, I am aware. Okay, but this is a genuine question. Can you teach your bot to be sassy? Sort of. It's very simplistic terms. So it's not an AI bot. It basically just... Oh, one moment, sorry. Boo, thank you. What the frick? $20?
My use is I won't go hungry the next month, is to go towards some plants and all lights in the stream room. Kia
Thank
kaha.
you.
Arahanu take
I do
over.
need some lights. We the sun is behaving today, so we actually have a really nice lighting today. But when the sun hides behind a cloud, then it's a little bit dark and gloomy. So yes, I do need some lights. Thank you, thank you. I am Kiwi. You got it. Hey, welcome back, Frank. What are you drinking? This. Thank you for asking. Anyone who asks about my tea, I've you get points, brownie points in my eyes. I have a tea every single time I go live. That is basically part of my morning routine. I can't go live without making a cup of tea. But today I'm having a rooibos tea, which is a South African tea. It translates to red bush. Okay, this is going to be too much information. And usually I try to deter any crass, inappropriate comments, but I'm not aware about how funny having a red bush is. I'm not unaware. I just want to get that out of the way, okay? I want to get that out of the way. I'm not outside. I'm up in an attic is where I am.
I'm doing my part.
So, rooibos tea. I also put a little bit of honey in it this morning. Hello. Do you also drink tea when not going live? I drink a lot of tea for sure. Just turned 31. There we go. I still cannot be taken out my brain from one song that I recall from Scooby-Doo. Well, I have to share now. Tea should be iced and sweet. Well, this one's a little bit sweeter, not usually, but I disagree with it needing to be iced. I like my tea hot personally, but I have seen how they do iced tea in America, and it's a whole different thing going on over there. So kudos to you. Hey, you're also a ginger. Thanks for the well wishes of a good night. I hope you are also having a good night. Who thinks rooibos? Wait, who doesn't love a sip on the red bush? Exactly. It's like I just love putting a red. Anyway, no. I'm not gonna indulge. I think rooibos and oolong are my favorite. I'm not actually very familiar with oolong, so I will have to branch out on my teas at some point. Okay, can needs to be a Zoidberg response about like Robert, like the Robert, as in whenever he talks about Bender. What was the song again from the band Kiss? You're asking the wrong person. Hey, you had some tea. Oh, yes, you had a hot toddy. I remember now. I hope that your ailments recover nice and quickly. Anywho, are you European? I mean, technically, yes. My dad is German, so I do have... I am German. I can speak a little German for those who are from Germany. Hello. But I'm not fluent in it whatsoever. No Scottish, though. Doesn't tea have a lot of caffeine? So black tea, I believe, does have a lot of caffeine, but I think that it's a misconception that it has more caffeine. No, or maybe it's not that it has more or less caffeine than, say, coffee, but it's something about how the caffeine comes out in the brewing versus the coffee making process. So I think that coffee is still more concentrated, and so it affects you easier than caffeine in tea. But I don't know if that's just copium for me to drink more tea. Hi. I see a lot of people saying hi. Grüße aus Deutschland, genau. AI streamer. So I have a genuine question. What makes you think that this is AI? Like, I've had a lot of people who comment that they think it's AI. Some people have suggested that maybe on the vertical streaming, that the wall and the closeness makes it look a little bit AI-ish. But I don't know if it's just an overcorrection from people wanting to make sure that they're not falling for AI. But does it genuinely look AI? Would you eat a frog? I have eaten a frog. How about that? 3 fingers in front of your face to prove you're not AI. Does this count? I struggled to... Oh, wait, we'll do it the German way. There we go. What was this question? Are you at a crime scene? I was wondering what this was. I mean, not yet, but I give it time. We'll see how mad I get first. She's a spy. How do you know? Can we talk about kids again? No, thank you. I already cried several times. We can move on from that one. Yes, yes, I had frog legs when I was in France in answer to that one. So it wasn't something that I was planning on doing, but it was a bit of like a when in France. So we had snails as well, but they didn't serve them where we went in the shell, so I didn't get the funky fork to eat it like most people would. I could not tell the difference between the snail and if it were a mushroom. It genuinely could have just been, it was in this creamy soup-ish soup's not really the word, creamy sauce, so like a pasta sauce, but instead of it could have just been mushrooms. It really was that kind of texture where it's just a little bit chewy, but there's no flavor to it. It could have been mushrooms. But the frog's legs, I wouldn't recommend. Even in France, it's like, I don't know if the place I went to didn't cook them very well, but I can tell you they're not very tasty. It's just like really, really watery chicken. If you eat chicken, but like imagine that chicken has just been sitting waterlogged for ages. That's what it tasted like. It was not fun. The sun comes up in the east, and that's to the right. I'll turn to the right again so I can be slumber in that red bush down south. Jesus Christ, Ron, that was so graphic. And I respect it. Whenever someone says the sun rises in the east, it reminds me of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that's actually how I remember which way the sun rises and sets, because I go, the sun may rise in the east, at least it settles in a final location on the west. You speak easy German? Yeah, that's the one. I speak very simple, easy German. Would you buy a robot from China if you could clean your place, do yard work, and fix your car? No, I actually get a lot of satisfaction out of doing it myself. I genuinely like cleaning. Cleaning is somewhat therapeutic, meditative, cathartic. That's the word. Cleaning I do find very cathartic, and so I really enjoy cleaning myself. Wait, that's not the phrase that I meant to say. So no, I won't buy a robot to clean my place, but it's irrelevant on whether they're from China or not. It's just I like doing these things. I like going out of my way to figure it out. I don't know what bisque is, sorry. Is that like the sauce, is it? Not the snails. Frog legs, yeah, they really aren't tasty. So we watching AI? No, this is what I'm asking. Why do people think it's AI? I don't know. Are you Chinese? You know the answer to that. If you're looking for a wife on YouTube Live, you should probably reconsider your life choices. Thank you, Stoogler. Someone had to say it. Sometimes I'm not always on top of these things, so it's nice that someone else can call it out, you know? Oh, try German. Warum? Warum willst du mir jetzt ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen? Ich will nicht das machen. I don't wanna. She might literally be a cat, in terms of like cleaning myself. It's only cathartic if it comes from the catharsis region. Ridiculous. I love it. You need an automated answer for asking if you're AI. Yes, that is the plan. And people made a joke about it in the Discord where it's like the people who are claiming that things are AI will get responded to by AI. Well, technically it's not AI. They'll get responded to by a series of simple commands, more like programming than AI, but it's not going to help the AI allegations, I'll tell you what. Oh, my frog legs kept jumping off my plate. Well, they might have been a little bit extra raw in that case. I recommend a single bleep bloop or beep boop maybe every time someone asks if you're AI. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to put it. And then it can answer the people who are saying it as well. I think this will work. So you're Chinese then. Close enough. I'm mostly anti-remote Gen AI, but this is because this is a great use of Gen AI. Yeah, so this is not AI at all. The bot that I have is basically it just reads chat messages, and if it sees any what's it called? If it sees any trigger commands, then it will respond. So it's not AI whatsoever. It's just a very manual labor that's done. What time is this? It is 8:30 in the morning. But yes, Gen AI, I am Gen AI, on the other hand. All bots and AI look the same to me. Grrr. So the picture quality looks good. Thank you, Oscar. Hence AI, most other streams on YouTube look creepy. Oh, yes, that is a good point. That is something that I must remind myself of. Because I've had a few people comment on my cameras, and I forget that they're probably used to someone who's like filming themselves just like this, where it's like in the odd angle where it's like, hey guys. Where it's where that's what they're used to. Is that better, guys? Is that what you want the vertical stream to look like? We can test it out for next time if you'd like. Much better, yeah. So I have to remind myself that the vertical stream, that's what people are used to. And that's why they might think it's AI, because when they're scrolling through vertical, which is not only it was very minimally live streams. In fact, that's the experience that they're going for. But I'm using a very fancy camera. Yeah, the little up nose shot. That's the one. Holds 3 fingers up in front of face. Oh God, I didn't render. I'm AI. Oh, Quokka! I have things to show you. I have things to show you. One moment, guys. For those who do not know, every now and again I put things on my wish list. It's very hard for me to think of what to put on my wish list though, because I'm pretty happy with everything that I have. So it's hard. First world problems, am I right? Okie dokie, but I have a little special thanks to a little special someone. Hopefully this will work as well. Let's see. I got my boots! And I love them! I went for a walk! They were so comfortable! I'm so happy! I actually have a few other photos as well, but these were the first ones. They're cute, right? They're so cute! Some plaster for that wall. It's fine. They are made for walking. Yeah, Quokka is AI. You got it. Hi, Grady. Only took like 3 years to buy, exactly, and I didn't even buy them. I am very, very grateful. I really like it. I've got my band-aid on my finger, Frank. I'm really happy. I went for a wander, and yeah, I'm just happy girl. So just in time for the summer. So I haven't timed it very well in the Northern Hemisphere, but by gosh, when it comes around to autumn, I'm gonna be kicking. That was an attempt at a pun. Collab with XQC when he asked me. I've been playing at Koi. I'm waiting for him to tell me. Stormtrooper, are those your legs? Yes, those are my legs. They are indeed. Genuine ostrich, 3 payments. I don't know this reference, unfortunately. To prove your AI, you need to shove 3 fingers up there in front of your face, you creeps. Get your mind out of the gutter. Rob, that's all you. What are you taking today? I'm going to challenge you at an arm wrestling match. I'll probably lose. So that's, if you're looking for a quick win, you're doing well. Since you know May is coming, may I be yours? That's very smooth. Revogator. A lot of people do a lot of things and say a lot of comments. Usually it's, can you be my wife? That's very smooth. I wasn't ready for that. You've taken me by surprise. And you know what? I'll keep you for now. You can indeed, I will indeed keep you for now. That's very clever. Okay, will you be my wife? Well, when you put it that way. Okay, so that is gift number 1. Very happy. Gift number 2. Look at them! Aren't they so cute? Isn't that so sweet? Squinset logo, that is Merry People. They're an Australian company, but they ship to UK and to America. I don't know if they shipped elsewhere though. How much did you pay to maintain those teeth? Well, to start the process of where they are, luckily my parents paid for them. I got braces as a teenager, but to keep them like this, I like to go to the dentist twice a year, and I am very, very vigilant with my oral hygiene. Don't take that out of context. But yes, I got them, Quokka. I am so happy, and they're so cute. And look at this doorman, isn't he so cute? Can you punch me in the stomach? I mean, not right this moment. If you think about it for 2 more seconds, it seems like something that I can't really do. But should we be in person? Sure. I have your written questioning, so it's consensual. Yes, it is a little elephant. So that is a little door holder. And it has replaced an ugly ass box that was there that was literally rubbish. So I was like, I cannot have this. We shall get something cute to be a doorstop rather than an empty box. Well, not an empty box. It had rubbish in the box. So this is much cuter. Do you get paid for live streaming? No, actually. Hold on, let me put this back to here now that we have shown off the things. I don't get paid for live streaming on YouTube because I am not monetized. I've only just started streaming on YouTube, so our journey has just begun. However, no, they were not Blundstone boots. They're merry people, as in like joyful people. Ooh, I lost the chat. One moment. There you guys are. So, the point was YouTube. The point was with YouTube. I'm not monetized on YouTube. I only just started streaming on YouTube, but I've been streaming on Twitch for many years now. So we thought that this year let's try the multi-streaming thing. It's been going. It's been going. We're still learning a lot, still ironing out a lot of kinks, a lot of growing pains, as we've discussed in the Discord channel. But we're getting there. We're learning. And so point being that because I'm so new to YouTube, I am not monetized, and so no ads. There shouldn't be any ads on YouTube at this stage. That's all. That's the answer. Greetings from Indonesia and Brazil. Hello, guys. Okay, what was this repost? Have you seen the video of anti-scammer talking about showing how people are using AI deepfake to help scam? That's where the fingers in front of the face come into it. The AI can't render the fingers and the face at the same time. Understood. I know that there are a lot of scummy things that people do with or without AI, so that doesn't surprise me. Very sad. No, I'm not on Kick at this stage. I think that after trialing out multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, I think I'm just gonna stay on these two. I've been getting a little bit overwhelmed. I'm just a little small streamer. I only average about 50 viewers on Twitch, and so the YouTube comments have been making the chat a lot larger than I'm used to, and so I think that I'm quite comfortable just staying on these two. I don't know if I'll branch out in the future, but until I feel like I can manage 2 chats, I don't want to bring a third one into it. Hi, Ryan. And hi from New Zealand. Kia ora, Ryan. Kei te pēhia koe. So yeah, that is a little FYI. Hey, Magoo! The elephant was a Temu Burberry crash. I'll get wrecked, elephant. One of the mods called them Alfonso, and I think I'm going to pass that on as a contender, as a nickname, because that's very funny. Aussie girl, not quite. New Zealand. That's another thing I need my bots to respond to. Anytime they say, "Are you Australian?" or calling me Aussie, I'll have to say, "Close, but no cigar." Okie dokie. The other thing that I've noticed about my bots is that things that get held, and this is if you guys are on YouTube, messages that get held for review and then allowed don't turn up here. So sometimes I miss those ones, and I do apologize in that regard. You might just have to repost them if I miss it. But nonetheless, yes, you are very correct. I have a Sony A7 III is what I have. If it grows large enough, you can only reply to super chats. I know, and it's a little bit intimidating because I guess I like I like responding to people, I guess. That's for in answer to what I do, because that always comes up, is I just chat with you guys. I read messages, I respond to them. Sometimes that will trigger a tangent and us talking about this, that, and the next thing. Last stream I cried because we started talking about kids, and so that was a little bit emotional. And we just never know exactly what we're going to be discussing. But I always say it is very much guided by your guys' comments. Where are you from? I'm from New Zealand! Kiwi, 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 kiwi fruit. I researched Sue Heck. You are similar to her, but mostly you act like her. It's been at least 20 years since I've eaten at Taco Bell. Those two messages are not related, but nonetheless, even if they're from the same person. I am trying to juggle more pop-out boxes to see if that helps, because apparently my one's not doing the whole job. Do you like kangaroos? I do. I think they're very cute. I was guessing. Yes, you're right. I know that a lot of people will assume I'm from Australia, and I do not hold any offense to it. I understand that that is what a lot of people are going to guess. However, we can also correct people. There's nothing wrong with correcting people. I like your positivity. Thank you. Clem essentially is Samaritan. Is that a good thing? Okay, I don't know why. I hope that you mean that's a good thing, because I know, like, Samaritan is technically just a neutral term. Yeah, I'm just a person, I guess. Yes, sometimes she responds. Only sometimes. Somebody started talking about kids. Yes and no. Basically, I get a lot of YouTube. You guys are crazy over on YouTube. Not all of you, of course. I'm not Australian. I'm from. I kid you not. I was about to say I'm from Clementine. I'm from New Zealand, not Israel. You are very cute, Ali. And so the kids thing. I get a lot of people saying a lot of things. And it's just a bit of an eye roll, and I can't help myself sometimes, and we ended up talking about, so it kind of triggered a conversation about women's age in general. And so, of course, then that just led from one thing to the next, and people were saying, you know, oh, you biological clock, you can't, you know, you got to be careful about having kids over a certain age, and so then that spawned into another thing, and one thing, so on and so forth. And I, as someone who actually can have kids, rather than the guys who are speaking on my biology's behalf. I got a little bit emotional, but it's fine. Like I said last stream, I just hope that people learnt something is all. I just started eating, well, enjoy. I hope that it's nice and tasty after 20 years, or I hope that it's terrible so you don't have to keep on buying some Taco Bell. Why would you be in contact with people from outside New Zealand? We're going to pollute your brain, I know, right? Well, I'm not living in New Zealand anymore, so it is very hard to avoid anyone who's not a New Zealander when I'm literally in another country. The whole expired thing. Honestly, I've just been running with it, Frank. I was chatting to one of the mods last night just about nothing in particular. And I went to make the comment of, like, I'm too old for this shit. But I said, I'm too expired for this shit. So we're running with it, you know? We're running with it. Yeah, good eye roll, exactly right. To be fair, Americans would assume you're English. Exactly. And that I also understand, because even British assume I'm British sometimes. I was in the northern parts of England last year. So I was staying in Manchester for a month. I'm in the south now. And a lot of them, because they have, I can't even imitate a Manchester accent, but a lot of them just assumed I'm from the south. And they weren't wrong. I'm much further south than they were thinking, you know? No need for kids? Yeah, definitely not at the moment. Ayo, Californian. There we go. I heard that at the time of the biblical story about a good Samaritan. Yes, whenever I hear Samaritan, I always immediately put good in front of it, like in the Bible. Apparently, Samaritans had a reputation for being cold, callous, and not compassionate. There we go. just like me, am I right? I follow and appreciate your candidness and transparency on the topic. Thank you, Kiwi Man. It is always a little bit nerve-wracking to be vulnerable, but that's why I just try and hope that people took away something, because ultimately that's what's important. That's what conversation achieves. Even if you are disagreeing on things, it is, I think, a healthy thing to be able to see from someone else's perspective and then hopefully make your own decisions from there. There we go. 26, how old are you? 29. You are wonderful, Ali. Thank you guys for the subs and the follows. I think I know Dispatch. I haven't played it. Dispatch is the superhero one, right? You might have to correct me on that, Manta. We ain't mansplaining for you. Well, not today, but give it another hour, and I'm sure someone will mansplain for me. We hooked up. I'm so sorry. I don't remember, David. It mustn't have been very memorable.
I'm doing my part.
I'm too RIP for this. I'm too spoiled for this. I'm too curdled for this. I'm too rotten for this. That's cute.
I'm doing my part.
Do you know... Oh, I missed that. Do you know how to do the haka? Yes and no. So basically, the haka that you're referring to is probably the one you've seen in sports. But depending on the sport, depending on the team, they can vary from team to team. And so in Maori culture, haka is actually not, like, there's no one haka. Haka is ceremonial dancing in a lot of different contexts. So you could do a haka at a funeral or at a wedding as a competitive thing in sports. And what it is meant to do is to showcase solidarity between the people that are performing a haka. And so at a wedding, it's really beautiful because it's basically this this group celebration of someone's love, where it's like we're here for you, we like you guys are sharing your love, we're sharing our love with you, and it is just a very joyous occasion. And then in the juxtaposition, at a funeral, it's basically everyone performing in shared grief. And so it can be really, really emotional in that regard. And a lot of these will have different words, different movements. And usually you have someone who is leading this, and then the people behind them will follow the movements. And so in sports, that is more of a competitive, fierce vibe of just being like, look how unified we are, look how intimidating we are. And that is what they are performing when you see them at sports, which is probably, like I said, what you're referring to. So the one that like the All Blacks do in the rugby, I could imitate, but I choose not to because it's a very masculine performance. Yes, women can do haka as well. In fact, there are some really cool ones, but that one in particular, very mask, very for men. And so it feels really weird if I were to do that haka in particular. I don't currently have a haka in my repertoire. It is something that I've been thinking about because a lot of people have asked if I can perform one. And so I think it would be kind of cool if I could get my family to teach me one so that I could share a little bit out of that culture. So watch this space. I think I'd probably be more likely to do one of the other performances that are in Maori culture. So, for example, they have a ball on a string called a poi. And so maybe doing something like that could be a miniature compromise rather than doing a haka. But I have thought about it. I'm very far away from home these days to go out of my way to learn a one from my family in particular. So we'll see. Anyhow, hopefully you guys learned something from that. Hey, what's up? You should work at the BBC. I did see you ask. So no, I don't work at the BBC, but I have been told that I have a good speaking voice, and that's what happens when your parents pay a lot of money to go to an educated school. Del Taco is much better deal. Nice. Well, at least you know. How was the Taco Bell anyway? Oh, you haven't shared how it is, but Del Taco being a better deal is already a thumbs up for me. Hi, Ninja, by the way. Okie dokie. Yeah, you do you, boo. Exactly. What a heck? Never played Dispatch, sorry, but I agree. It looks like Oh, you guys don't realize. Oh, my tea's empty already. I thought that a lot of people really liked Dispatch. Nonetheless. Okay, this woman looks like she be reading. Yeah, reading the chat messages. Study Māori history and culture, folks, before you universally apply a haka to every situation. No, Muzzle, it's quite all right. I think that people don't always have the opportunity to learn. Like, we can't go out of our way to expect that people who are not New Zealanders, or even New Zealanders, admittedly, to be able to know what the lingo is. And so I have no animosity about people using the haka. I think I just look at it as an opportunity to teach. And now, if anyone is curious, they can go out of their way to learn more about it because they have a little bit more base. And we all learn something differently, and usually that is by just communicating with other people. And so no, they do not have to go and study these things whatsoever. It's just a little tidbit of information from just some random chick on the internet, and now you can go research more. I wonder what speaking of AI, I wonder what like ChatGPT and Gemini would say about Maori culture. I can't imagine, because even if you try to Google resources, it's it's very lacking on the information that is authentic Maori culture. So I can't imagine that the AI would be doing very well, but it is making me curious. I love Australians. Well, I don't. So that's awkward. I don't know what secret I can share when the Aussies are my biggest rival. Grrr. Haka waka. So, see, I find it, we're just blending some things. We're connecting the world a little bit more. Okay, do you like cricket? No, I do not like cricket. What the hell is this? Hi from YouTube. Hello. Clanking? Yeah, I've been trying to get the bots to work. They're not really working, so nonetheless. Every time I meet someone, I'm going to bring up the haka. Yes, but know what you're talking about when you say the haka. So you can say, well, actually, there are a lot of different haka that, and don't say it with an S. There are not hakas, there are haka, like one sheep, two sheep. Now you can say there are actually multiple haka that one can perform, including at a wedding or at a funeral. But the haka is the one that the All Blacks perform at rugby games as a way to show how strong and solid a team they are, to try and be somewhat intimidating. There you go. I got into a rabbit hole about different haka on YouTube last year. They're really fascinating, and I love learning about different cultures. That's beautiful. Okay. When I die in a year or two, somebody hopefully will lead a haka for me. Well, you might have to make sure that you're making some Māori friends then. The Māori tattoos, do they Yes, they have so much symbology. And so Māori tattoos are called tāmoko. And a lot of these shapes will have various meanings, and those will then imply other things. So you might have something that's for strength or for unity. My sister, I don't have a Māori tattoo, if anyone was curious. My sister, however, she got a tattoo when my nephew was born, and she has basically a twist, which is basically the unity. Do I want to still use that word? What's the word where like the combining? What are these words? You know, the togetherness to unifying, joining. Maybe. Anyway, it is a symbol about them two being connected. Maybe the connection is the word I was looking for. I think that's a better word. So it's the connection between the two of them. Obviously, that was her first son. Her first child, rather, and so that's why she got that tattoo, to be like, this is my connection with my son, and so that's really beautiful. But other people, it'll be about strength, and everyone has its own little story. So you can, that I will say, on Google and whatnot, has some resources. If you look up Maori design pattern meaning because it's not just in tattoos. You can see it in wood carving. Wood carving is very, very common in Maori tradition. So the boats that actually got them to New Zealand, but also the houses that, well, house them. And so you'll see the same symbols in those carvings. And it's very, very pretty. You kind of need to be part of a club, team, dance group, cultures club, etc. before you learn a haka. Yeah, it's literally designed to show the unity between people. Although it can. Oh God, I'm actually tearing up. No, I already cried last stream. I don't want to cry again this stream. It can be, especially like in a movie, so incredibly powerful to just see one person doing a haka, because it's like, where are their team? Where are their people? Why is there no one doing the haka with them? It's its own kind of emotion for sure. Anyhow, I wish I had Del Taco in my area. Okay, well, I don't even know Del Taco, admittedly. The Maori are the outcasts. Well, I do not want to phrase it like that whatsoever. The Maori are the indigenous people of New Zealand. Unfortunately, with that and colonization, there is a lot of systemic injustice that has occurred. But outcasts, no, please do not use that term. That is not it. They are strong and prominent members of the community. Penguins isn't Dispatch. That's cute. His character was supposed to be a one-off, but the testers liked him too much. They made him more prominent. That's adorable. I'm an educated AAA agent. After we discuss business, I recommend oil for a car and why to use that kind noise. Okay. I'm not gonna write you a love song. I don't know. 2 years vacation. Sorry, paper. Okay, just catching up. What are we talking about? We were talking about Maori, the indigenous people of New Zealand, funnily enough. This lady looks familiar. Chad, you may look familiar. I'm just wondering what clanking. Oh, yeah, so clankers are robots. My robots are not working. Now that you mentioned sheep, do they have sheep ice cream? Not sheep ice cream, no. I am from New Zealand, for those who are asking. That my robot, my clankers, are meant to respond to these things so that people can get that without me having to pause my rant to answer. But hopefully that answers it. Don't give too much credit to people who don't take the time to learn, but I get what you're saying on the rebuttal. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like it's also about the opportunity to learn. So, for example, if you're never exposed to anyone Maori whatsoever, why would you go out of your way to look up Maori culture? It doesn't make sense. And so finding that opportunity to learn and then that curiosity running elsewhere, I think is healthy enough. Don't like cricket? Oh, at least you moved to a place that sucks at it then. Exactly right, Dazza. Is New Zealand mad we in America turned Russell Crowe into a short-tempered Kiwi? No, because the New Zealanders give Russell Crowe to Australia, so it's all right. Oh, yes, I saw you speak about your tattoo, Bobo, as well. I tried to read online about a tā moko, and even things written by people who say they're Māori talk about doing patterns for what non-Māori want and nothing about the different patterns mean. Oh, damn. Well, that's sad. Okay. The big carving totem pole back in New Zealand was cool. Yes, I did an IRL stream back in New Zealand, and there was one in Taupo that was kind of this cool modern twist on traditional motifs. It was very, very cool. I liked it. Yeah, hopefully you guys learned something, and you know, I think that that's what's quite, for those who are curious what I do, especially those who have come back from previous streams. I think that that's more of a normal way that we do live streaming, at least when I've been on Twitch, is I call it like, what do we call it? It's like, we don't do deep dives on any topics, but we just learn a little bit more than surface level, just to kind of ignite a small curiosity to then hopefully get other people wanting to learn more about it elsewhere. Sometimes I would even bring it up on my second screen. But I've been moving countries, so it's been a little bit tough to get the normality and bring us back to that kind of ease of looking into a topic, I suppose. I'm still figuring it out. Still figuring it out. Unifying like marriage, I saw this. At least I'm saving my parents a fuck ton of money, but no grandkids for me. Well, no, it's okay. A lot of people are choosing not to have children, and I think that's okay. But it is making me think of Prag Matter and all of the stuff that's been going on online, if you guys have been seeing that. People just want to complain about anything, right? Del Taco is a questionable alternative to Taco Bell. So Taco Bell's the better one? Interesting. There's footage of Boba Fett actors doing a haka in his costume. There we go! Oh, that's cute. Literally as Boba Fett. I don't know if Wiki is right with calling it Tamoko. Yeah, Wiki is right with calling Maori tattoo Tamoko. That is what I say. Hopefully English isn't your first language, as in my language. Wow, why do you say that, Nate? If I ever get people starting to call me pet words when I stream, I think I'll rig Firebot to respond humorously and then shut them up if they try again. Yeah, if you're not a pet name person, then definitely move on from that. I'm from New Zealand, guys. Did you go to Bilbo's house? I have been to Hobbiton. So Hobbiton is not far from where I grew up. It's about a 45 minute drive, and it is a rite of passage. You got to go at least once. It's very cute. Marty beat back Captain Cook so hard they had to offer terms of treaty to pause the war. Amen, brother. Your accent is weak. All right. Did you remember to wind up the springs on the clanker? Well, I'll remember to do that next time, I think. I dream of electric sheep. I can't remember who wrote that one, but it's one that I want to read at some point, just because I remember it being in my parents' house when I was a kid, and I'm like, it's such a gripping title. I must read it. Indigenous Polynesian people of New Zealand. Exactly correct, Ali. Okay. Chat looks great with the logos. Thank you, Sean. Yes, this is new. So, for those who do not know, I had the logos turned off because I thought it looked cleaner. But now I'm under Sean's suggestion. It makes it a little bit more obvious where the chat's coming from. Sorry, guys. Kim, possible. Call me, beep me if you want to reach me. Cursory research, I think is what you mean. Okay. Hi, Rob. Hello. Welcome back. Okay. Pound for pound are the greatest in the world. They are the fathers of the New Zealand people. Have some respect. Well, it's called colonization, and I wouldn't say that they're the fathers of New Zealand, but I think that you're trying to, I think that you're trying to stir some stuff, and that says more about you rather than me. Like, I'm happy to teach you more about New Zealand, but I don't think that's what you actually want. Polynesians were no, Polynesians were not the colonizers, the British were. And so Polynesia covers a lot of the Pacific Islands, and are said to originate from, I think that it's what is now known as Taiwan, before the Chinese kind of pushed out the Polynesian. And so a lot of the theory is that a lot of the boats, not just Maori, but Samoa, Fiji, Hawaii as well, all came from here and traveled across the Pacific Ocean, landing on all the islands. And so the Polynesians have a lot of similarity in their cultures as well, despite being so far away from one another. It's kind of crazy how they managed to navigate to these islands. Colonization was rough for native New Zealand, but that's on you guys. Like, as in me? So, sorry, I think that's where we're starting to get some confusion, Nate. Are you saying that as me or Muzzle? Or the British in general? I'm just catching. Oh, never mind. Historians have said if it didn't happen, Dynasty Warriors game, it probably didn't happen. Oh, I don't know what this was. Sorry, Comicasty. Do you love soccer game? I wouldn't say I love it, but it's all right. I haven't gone out of my way to watch any. If that answers your question. Okay, Mata matters, exactly. Your accent is good? Well, apparently it's not. But thank you, I suppose. I am from New Zealand. You got it. You got it. Hacker is the least intimidating thing ever. Just makes you want to check the drinking water for brain parasites. I think that probably says more about you not understanding someone else's culture and, showcasing a little bit of your views on what other people look like. So I don't really take the words of racist personally. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just catching up. I think it may have been muzzle. I think it may have been a. I don't know if it was a misclick or anything. I can't see it. Oh no, there we go. Nine Fox has got it. Is sorting it out. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Is Philip K. Dick? Thank you. That's the name I was looking for. Maori will be identify more as Polynesian. Well, they identify as Maori, but Maori people are Polynesian. Aboriginal people are from Australia. So that's where the differentiation is. So Maori, part of Polynesians. Aboriginal would not be a part of Polynesia cultures and ethnicities. Hopefully that answers it. Only colonizing when white people are doing that's not true whatsoever. The mods are still working on modding over there. They're doing their thing. This would be so much better with MS Paint. You're so right. Oh, goodness. Thoughts on splitting the YouTube and Twitch chat for you to read? I actually do have it over here. I find it a lot harder to read when it's split because I don't know. It's hard to read here and then here and then here and here, and so I do find it easier when it's together. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Did you recently get electrocuted? Not recently. This had nothing to do with it. It was your ancestor. As in my ancestors, I'm not British, Nate. Sorry if that's what you're saying. I'm not British. I just live here. Can you teach me English? No, I'm very bad at it. I take the words of racists then shove them back down their Nazi faces. Amen. I have a song request, Insane by Eminem. Well, I don't, as you can hear, I don't have any music playing, and I also am not one to just perform songs at a whim. Feels odd to say, but Disney got me wanting to learn more about Maori culture. Oh, how's that? But that is very cool. Is this really live? Maybe. You tell me, Xavier the rapper. Oh, I'm not familiar with this one. Sorry, Busby Way. You okay? I was okay, but I'm feeling a little bit hot under the collar now. I know I don't have to read everything, but I'm not used to it because I used to read everything on Twitch, but now we've got 2 chats. So I am trying to skim, but it's a learning curve for me as well. Learning curve for me. And like I said, last stream as well, I am not used to people saying nasty things, I suppose. We've had quite a lovely little community over on Twitch, and it's easy to just read something out loud without having to vet it first. And so I'm not used to people saying nasty things, I suppose. That is a nice sheltered lifestyle that I've been living, I suppose. That's what we are learning, you know? We are learning. Lies, don't listen to them, Clem. Read all the things. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, let me read this one at least. My grandma is using a cucumber on herself right now. Well, I hope that it helps keep her skin look nice and young with that cucumber slice on her eyeballs. Moana is Polynesian, and so there are Moana is also Maori for sea. And so there's a lot of crossover. So Moana is not meant to be Hawaiian specifically, but rather Polynesian is what my assumption is. But I could be a little bit wrong about that. It's meant to cover a lot of that Polynesian culture in general. But I think a lot more of the words are Hawaiian, but I haven't watched it in a while. So I can't remember how many words they use outside of her name. Yeah, I don't recall. It's been a long time. I'm tired and in so much pain. If I could wear my headphones in bed, I'd love to just listen to you. Well, if you get some wireless ones or something, you're welcome. It's AI. That's why she doesn't give any direct answers. Why do people say this? Yeah, were you ever okay? That's a good point. You can just read Twitch and ignore YouTube. I suppose that is a possibility, and then I can just take out YouTube there. Okay. Is it pink or ginger? That's not how flesh works. You look like my childhood friend, seeing you reminds me of her. I didn't meet her for 9 years. Well, hopefully you can find a way to reach out to her. People will always hate no matter what the subject, but I think you're great. Thank you. That really means a lot. Usually I don't let these things get to me, but I think I'm just feeling a little bit on edge today, so it's making me feel a little bit... Nonetheless, I want mashed potatoes. Potatoes are great. I do recommend. I don't know what time it is for you, Winky, but if it is a reasonable hour, then I suggest you go out and get them. Clankers, clanking means. So basically, my robot I want to work is the translation there. Okay, Nate, got you. Sorry. If there was a miscommunication, that I only get half of the messages. If there's anything that's been like deleted, it doesn't come through on my end. So I don't know a better multi-chat. So I'm figuring it out. We're still learning, Maui was a demigod we were taught about in school. Once the sun used to go down too fast, so Maui caught it, beat it up, and made it slow down. Yes, with his fishhook. So Maui was a demigod in a lot of different countries, which is very cool. Peep saying, is it pink or is it ginger getting free reign? But I get time out while asking illogical. Who the fuck is your admin? So the thing is that the is it pink or ginger is not free reign. It's just that some things get auto-modded, some things go through. The mods do eventually get around to it. But I can tell you that we only have one person in our mod team. In terms of the question that you asked, I cannot see it, so I cannot comment on what it was. And sometimes there are misclicks and whatnot, but I don't want people to think that is it pink is free reign. It's not fun. It's not fun for me to see this several times in a space of a few minutes. It's not fun for you guys as well, but all we can do is try and ignore it. And so the mods are trying. We are looking at expanding the mod team as well, because clearly we need it. But I'm sorry, Magoo, I don't know what your question was. Gorgeous here. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you. Hi, Toha. How you going? Okay. Remember what I have said in your Discord? You matter. Thank you. That's very sweet. That is very sweet. My best guess is no one on Kim Possible's crew and none of Disney's standards practice and realize. I missed what that one was for Kim Possible, for Nako. Oh, all right. No, I don't know this one. Some people tell their P unit that their shit kind of a kid needs a timeout. That one got held by the auto mod. Oh, so this is a band-aid. I cut myself, so I had to put a little band-aid on it. I got a little boo-boo. Okay. I'm curious about what an English person thinks of us. Rebum, the thing is, one, I'm not English, but two, I am really sorry on behalf of people that you have to now go out of your way to feel like there might be anyone who thinks anything other than you just being a person. I was talking about this last stream. I don't understand why there are so many people who are like, oh, like, what do you think of my ethnicity? I'm like, I don't. I'm sorry. It's just, like, you, if you're a cool person, you're a cool person. It shouldn't be in generalization or assumption on a race as a whole or a personality as a whole, a country as a whole. I don't know what you want me to answer. I guess there are a lot of people in India, and I know very little about all of the cultures there. I just know that there are a whole bunch, and my ignorance there is something that could be showing. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to answer there. My girlfriend is Irish ginger, and I'm black. We make a beautiful chocolate strawberry swirl together. That sounds adorable. Yeah, I gotta start talking with a hoary accent. Exactly right. Good rule of thumb: never mod someone who asks for it. Amen. Retired young. Amen. Can I be a mod? Can I be a mod? Can I be a mod? Okay, how's the eel pie? I don't want to try eel pie whatsoever. One, I'm a vegetarian. Blood pudding I had as a teenager once upon a time. Blood pudding is fine. It's just sausage. There's nothing wrong with it. But yes, I have had blood pudding once upon a time. Like I said, it's just the idea of it that people get a bit squeamish about. But food is food, you know. People keep saying do not redeem it. Why did you redeem it? I don't know what that was. Sorry. Watch this. Hi, Robin. What do you think of the US? Are you trying to do like a gotcha? The US, I think that there is a lot that needs to be done in the political system to try and help bring. I find that the type of political system that they have compared to others, it feels like it's not working.
I'm doing
That's
my
what
part.
I feel about the US. But are you asking about the US or US people? Because that's now two different questions as well. You look familiar? I too believe in race mixing, otherwise I wouldn't exist. I don't feel like having an ethnicity anymore, too messy. Yeah, it's just, I don't know why it's such like a big thing that people talk about, especially since we got onto YouTube. Hi, Chandaman, how you going? What do you think of Viltrumites? I'm not familiar with what this word is, I guess, so I don't have a comment. Don't worry if the internet doesn't make sense. You raise such a good point. I don't know why I try and make logic out of the illogical. Jellied eel. Nice one, see mama. Jellied eel. It just looks gross, exactly. I don't know how it became a thing, because it really does just make you feel like, ooh. Is that a legit mic? Yes, yep. This is, wait. Everyone has that orbit? I don't know what that one is, but this is a Shure mic. Hashtag not sponsored. There you go. Hi everyone, what are we doing? That is a great question. Black pudding is inedible? Well, I ate it, so what does that say about me? Viltrumites are from the show Invincible. I still haven't seen it. I've heard it's good, but I have not seen it. Eat some heaven and earth, great meal. I will have to trust you with that. I don't know what it means. Hello. When's GTA 6 release? Probably 2027. Invincible is an animated show. It's, I think, similar to The Boys. You guys will have to correct me, but I've heard it's very good. That's all. Nice meeting you, Paper. Please don't hate me. I didn't choose to be bored. I didn't get to pick where I was born. It's ugly. We're brick wall streaming again. Yes, this is my attic. This is where I am. Do you stream? I do. I stream on Twitch, Mattscope, and we've just recently branched out to YouTube. Do a backflip? I can't. I wish if I could. If I could, I would. Unfollowed because of the pudding, but I don't eat it now. I've only had it one time when I was... Maybe the person who made it for me made it very well. I'm a vegetarian now. Horses indeed also edible. Exactly. And what else are they going to do with all the horses that pass away, you know? Invincible was a comic book. Oh, long before the show. Decent comics, but I never saw the show. I didn't know it was a comic book. It is a Sony. You got it, Frank. Yes, Sony A7 III. Frank, very good memory. Where's your accent from? New Zealand. Stand ready for my arrival, worm. I don't know this reference, but nonetheless. Invincible is by the same guy as The Walking Dead. There we go. Sending hate from Pluto. Finally, at least we're branching out for somewhere different, you know. Can you share an embarrassing story about yourself? Yes, but then I would be spilling all my secrets that I need to save for my segment called Spill the Tea with X Clementine. I don't know Landman at all. Don't know this one. Isn't Glenn's actor the main character in Invincible? Oh, there we go. hello, fishing. I'm not afraid to slap you down verbally. That's so. I honestly respect Nate. That's very, very. I like it. I'm in retirement industry. Good for you. I am an expat. You got it. That's the first person who's actually said something reasonable about where I'm from. Yes, I am an expat. Thank you for assigning correct terms to me for once. They lock her in the attic because she's a redhead. It's true. They don't want me out in the public. A native Tolkien accent. The very same. Although Tolkien is from the UK, so... I was invented after Tolkien wrote The Lord of the Rings. They were like, we need to get more of these types of people in here. It's probably why people rate Invincible so highly. If it's by the same people as The Walking Dead, a show I also haven't watched, so I can't say. Hot take, I'm glad Pluto isn't a planet anymore. It's bringing down the curve. Fuck Pluto. Well, they call it a dwarf planet now, you know. How tall are you? I'm 5'7". IKEA didn't get in trouble for having horse meat in their meatballs. They actually got in trouble for having more than is allowed. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that they had horse meat in their meatballs. At least they're using the resources, you know. Speaking secrets and confessions, have you had thoughts on Mayorathon? Yes. Where are you from? Hilarious, calm, hilarious. Hopefully the bot will respond in 2 minutes' time. Is getting sunburnt less of a problem for women? I've never heard about this, but nonetheless. But, oh, yes. I guess it's less about women and more about length. But yes, I do not get the red neck because of my red hair covering it. You look great for 26. Thank you, John. Other countries go around watching the stream. The Starmer trying to do a bite. Oh, I missed what this was. Bandit, sorry. We need more tall hobbits. Love from India. Thank you, Raoul. Frank has #1 crown on YouTube. I don't actually know what that is. I think that means that they were chatting. I don't know what the YouTube badges mean, basically. Clearly they kept me hidden in the attic because you're a danger to society as a redhead. But I'm in the UK. I thought that I'd be accepted into society. I guess I'm too far south. I need to go up north to Scotland or even west to either Northern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland, and then I'll be allowed outside. Yeah, 5'7". I look 5'7", don't I? Thank you, Frank. You got it. Kiwi lived in Oz for 10 years. You even remember 10 years. My goodness, Frank. You have a great listening and great memory. Clearly, where are we? A lot of things are perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect height. It just is a height. Ceres in the asteroid belt also used to be considered a planet and is now a dwarf planet. Yeah, they made a whole new what's it called? Title, genre, category. They made a whole new category for the dwarf planets. It is a weird accent, isn't it, Calm? Maybe the smallest planet when you can be Kong of the dwarf. No, Kong of the dwarf planets. You said it, Lexington. You have to keep with that. It's Kong of the dwarf planets. You know Syria? I know of Syria, yes. It's the other way around. Society is dangerous to Reddits. Are you AI? I've thought about it after how many times people ask me. No, it's not a heavy. Although it's funny because I was about to say heavy. It's not a heavy Kiwi accent. It's like a worldwide accent. That's exactly how I look at it. It's very much a mix of English dialects. You can tell that I don't have like a European accent, that I'm not Spanish, French, for example. I don't have those influences. It's just a lot of influences of a lot of different English accents. But I wouldn't say it's modern and progressive. It is just weird. What do you think for India? I think it is a massive country with a whole bunch of people. And I don't know much more about that because I haven't been. Is this live? Well, I'm doubting myself, you know. Both my favorite streamers are 5'7", so I wonder if that height has something special. Practically perfect in every way. No, I wish I was just a little bit taller. I would have loved to be 5'9". That would have been my sweet spot, but nonetheless. You look 6 feet? Well, that's because I have 6 feet, but I don't really show them off on camera, you know. You're adorable. Thank you, Quokka. Go get some rest. Much appreciated. Chippy. Do you see this? Good, I feel seen. Excellent. Thank you, Cody Cameron. I'm 6'1", that's why I say that fits like a lock and key. Understood. Yeah, I guess some people, when they're looking at one through whether they're attracted to someone. But remember that people can hang out with me without it having anything to do with being attracted to me. Hi, Lily. That's 90% Aussie. I'm not Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. Your skin and teeth are so perfect. Thank you. Their teeth cost a lot. The skin, you just don't put a whole bunch of crap on it and it seems to do okay. Artificial idiot. I haven't heard that one. Queef aggressively? I would if I could, but it is not a talent that I possess, you know? Oh, Lily. I think that you mentioned it on your travels that you struggled in India as well. And so we can get those lazy clankers working for you. Thank you. All 6 feet are saved for the OnlyFans. Exactly right. Stream harder? I don't know what stream harder means other than like trying to piss more aggressively, but nonetheless. Yes, exactly, Frank. How does one stream harder? I don't know what this is. Are you 6'7"s? Not that I'm aware of. See, I think we have to ban is it pink? Why is that the go-to comment? Okay, I'm gonna reveal some mod chats. I don't know. I had to laugh because people, someone in the mod chat was like, "That's how Flash works, you freaking imbeciles." Why is this such a common message? That's what I don't understand. Like, out of anything that they could say. So, for example, there was something here that said, "Do you like anal?" Someone went out of their way to comment, "Do you like anal?" Obviously, that was deleted. But why do people decide that they want to ask, is it pink? Like, what? Anyway, guys, we are figuring out the YouTube side of things. I know not everyone is a bad egg over there. We've got some great people who have been returning and having amazing contributions to the community, but it is growing pains. It is growing pains. Do you like canals? I love canals. Thank you for the follows as well. It is an interesting question. No, it's not. It is inappropriate and saved for my late nights with Clem. No, I'm kidding. That's not what we talk about over here. Is it paracetamol? I like this one. Mythology trivia. Planets are named after Roman mythology, days of the week after the Nordic mythology, and star signs after Greek mythology. I actually didn't know about the star signs in particular. Sagittarius. I'll have to look up the star signs. Not that I do star signs myself, but I've never made... I thought it was... I guess the constellations, right? So they would have named them in Greek science. What would you do with 20... See, look, this is a more interesting question. What would I do with $20,000? I don't know if my answer will be very interesting. I'll probably just invest it. The current amount of money that I make, $20,000 isn't going to push me over the edge to be able to, I guess, buy like a house or anything. Invest in travel. I do like traveling. Maybe, I guess I could buy a new PC if I weren't going to invest it. My PC is starting to get a little bit at its limits. So maybe I could invest in IRL streaming, I guess. So it would either be helping my stream setup, pay for some bigger purchases, travel, or just the reality is that we say all of this, but I will probably just put it in an investment. I hate spending money. I really don't like it. I like just saving. I don't know what for. And it is really hard to save when you don't earn a lot of money, but that's probably what I'd do. It would be a nice big boost to put into some like ETF or whatever. How much did you waste on that mic? Only about 100 Australian dollars. It wasn't too expensive. She had 6 feet, but then she had to give Clover to read Dak, dude. So sad, so sad. It's purely rage bait, isn't it? Yeah. Do you like bread? I do. I love bread, in fact. I really do. It's a practical question. But yes, people are just being gross indeed. My favorite Pink song is So What? I'm Still a Rock Star. Right, I'm just catching up. Kids thinks it's funny to say, yeah, that's like another point, is that it's probably just, it's either kids or gross guys. I've never done ASMR. It's not something I'm interested in doing either. Better to get the question out of the way first. Yeah. They got to know and then they can move on. Wish some of it rage bait only, but sadly some people are just gross. True. Pink Thing has just been added to the troll handbook, trolling for dummies. Oh, they often prefer to use preset phrases than coming up with something original. You're right about that. Thanks, Nate. We'll see you next time. What are you contributing to the world? Very little, I'll tell you what. And moons are named... the moons are named after Greek as well. There we go. What would you like to talk about then? Well, I liked the $20,000 question. That was all right. The Earth is a combination of 2 planets, Earth and Theia. Theia crashed into the Earth and the moon is made up from the debris that was blasted to space. Damn! Do you use teeth whitening? I haven't in a while. I used to use teeth whitening, but I haven't done that in probably a year now. Yeah, when did I last go to the dentist? That would have been last year. So, not at the moment. What would I do with 20k, says Kiwi Man? Guns. Lots of guns. Hi, Satanism. Welcome back. Yes, I do stream on Twitch, and actually that's a good segue. If you guys are on YouTube, Twitch is the better experience if you wanna go hang out over there. May good karma come your way. Thank you, Satan. Thank you. I should be treated as a human, not as a woman on the internet. Yes, exactly. I'm just human, but I have to remember that there are people who are a little bit, how you going? Calling the next strange YouTube comment, do you like girls who are boys who like boys to be girls who do boys like the girls who do girls like the boys, or should be someone you really love? That hurt my head. It reminds me of the girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. And then that just reminds us why people don't look so favorably on women. Putting some money aside for a mic and a PS5 camera. Hell yeah, that's so cool. Playing shitty guitar. Well, we'll be there. Use the 20k for a scientific study on why people ask, is it pink? Yes, we must know. We must get to the bottom of this. When Clem says I hate spending money, what she really means is I hate capitalism. Oh, is that what it is? I guess so. Are you going to die sometime? I might. What do you think about that? I don't, because that's the thing is, even at my age, I could just get hit by a car after stream. That is part of just life, death, the randomness of it. So I just don't think about it, I guess. It, like the existential crises, if I'm hitting them, it doesn't hit on whether or not are you going to die sometime. Because yes, the answer is yes. Although I haven't died yet, so I could be immortal. That's another thing to consider. I might be immortal because I've yet to die. Okay. Found you. Hello. Stream harder. I still don't know what stream harder means. Are you Dutch? No, but I am part German. Thank you, 9Fox, for the link to the Twitch as well. I love women as well. Women are great. If you had one message to the world, what would you say? Only one? If I had one message to the world. You're really putting me on the spot here. I don't know. Maybe you are not your mistakes. You're really putting me on the spot. Can I think about it? I'll lock that in for lack of a better answer. Some of us just have Twitch logos by our names, logos by our names, and don't appear on YouTube because we want to be funny, hilarious. Any advice for insomnia? Definitely not, because I struggle with it from time to time as well. So if there is advice, I need it myself. Okay, can you whistle? I cannot. Twitch chat rules. YouTube frogs drill. We're getting the fighting already, are we? I think we could do a space week where you dive into space facts, maybe even a run on Dead Space. I did start Dead Space a while ago. It is on my list of things to complete. Maybe I could go back to it. Okay. My friend is John Marston. I don't know who that is, sorry, but I'm glad that you have friends. Space week. I'm in an attic, yo mama. The boys and girls comment is lyric from a Blur song. Okay, so it was a song, but not the song I was thinking of. Yeah, we can't trust them clankers, especially when they're not working. If anyone would like to donate 20k to Clem, that would be great. Yeah, if you guys donate $20,000, I will use it. No, I think that if I were to get that much, it would just truly, I think I would just cry. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I am sketching up. As long as you don't die on stream, I think that would be against TOS as well. Yeah, that would probably have to ban the channel. I can lip whistle, teeth whistle, exhale, and inhale. Damn. I can't get hit by a car. I'm much too fast. It's like Drax in Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy. Nothing goes over my head. I'd catch it. You weren't scared before you were born, so you shouldn't be scared for after you die. There we go. We like the cars that go boom. I hope they're not going boom. That you've got very bad issues with your car if they're going boom, you know. What do you mean I am my mistakes? That's not what I said. I said you're not your mistakes. You're not your mistakes. Don't be a dick is a good one as well. That's one Boba says a lot. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Also nice. Use the 20k and buy an NFT, bro. This time they'll work out. Thank you so much for the financial advice. I really wasn't sure what to do with it, but now I'll put all 20k into an NFT. I just need the 20k first. You're not your own mistakes. You're your parents' mistake. Hilarious. Drink yourself to sleep. I don't think this is advice we should be giving for insomnia. Learn to appreciate differences. That's cute. I like that. And switching to night shift, switching over cures insomnia. It's a temporary fix. Oof, I'll take your word for it. I don't think that the clankers work on YouTube anyway, but I will I'll look into it. Now that I know that they do exist in YouTube chat, I just need to make it work now. Oh, John Marston is Red Dead Redemption. Okay, gotcha. I still haven't done it. Your girl, why does my ex randomly text me, then disappear, and then reappear? Probably she's feeling a little bit insecure and lonely herself, and when you're feeling that way, you go back to familiarity if you genuinely want to have a little insight. I think that if you're if you're feeling a little bit down and alone, and you know that there was someone who was filling that void, then it's very easy to want to replace it again with the familiarity rather than the risk of putting yourself out there elsewhere. It's scary. It's scary meeting new people, whether that platonically or romantically. And so it's just easier to go back. And then they probably like, no, we broke up for a reason, so I must resist. Or bitches be crazy is probably my other comment. And I can say that as a bitch. I love your energy. Thank you, Gav. I really appreciate that. That is kind. I was having a rough night and you cheered me the heck up. Oh, can I donate 10k? I mean, if you'd like, but I would still think that that's too much and you shouldn't do that. Like it's your prerogative, but I would suggest against it. Okay. Do we need the YouTube clanker? Oh yeah, that's a YouTube clanker. We'll work on the YouTube clanker. We are not our mistakes. Even me. I went back in time and saved Hitler's life. That was a pretty big mistake, but we don't know. Well, unless you know what the life was without, or what the world was like without Hitler. There is a theory that all of the horrific things that happened under the Nazis, like that is the best timeline. And I don't like this theory myself because one, that means that we have to look at timelines and the fact that we can change stuff. But I could understand that being a comfort in some regards, where it's like this had to happen because anything else was worse. It's not the comfort that I like, but apparently it provides comfort to some people. But nonetheless, what's a YouTube clanker? Well, it's meant to be a robot that's working, but it's not working. So we will try and work on that in the future. Hi, hello. I am reading comments, but just very, very slowly. Have they renamed Spotted Richard the dessert to a more appropriate name? Not yet. I'm pretty sure it's still a Spotted Dick. Yeah, I was thinking Red Dead could be for the Mayrathon as well, but I keep flip-flopping. You remind me of a toilet. Is it because you want to sit on me? I don't have a very big lap, though. I'm inventing a bold new plan, says Citrusella, that will fix my delayed sleep issue, but cause sleep issues for everyone else. I call it fallback every time. Instead of summertime and wintertime, we just go back an hour every several months so that I can gain sleep. Nice. Bitches be crazy was that I was gonna say. And see, Mama also on the authority with that. That's what I thought too. Thanks for the advice, but she's too insecure to talk about what's wrong. She is crazy though, but that's the thing, is a lot of these things do come from insecurity. I can tell you that I feel it as well. There are times where I'm feeling like, oh my god, my ex was such a good guy. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should go back and all these kinds of things. But usually that's when I'm feeling a little bit like lost and scared, I suppose, and having stability, even if it is or familiarity, because the stability is not always there. It can be a default to want to go back to, you know. But then I remind myself of all of the things I've achieved since we split, and I'm like, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Insomnia equals lack of oxygen to the red blood cells. Oh, okay. Balance your 5 main. So magnesium, iron, calcium, potassium, and zinc. There we go. Oh my god, thank you so much, Lauren. Okay, so I need to increase my vitamins, essentially. I like it. Darn technology indeed. You're a female dog. Ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Just passing through, it's refreshing to see someone with intelligence. Where? Must have been someone in the chat. Thanks, Liverpool. I once watched a Twilight Zone episode where people went back in time and killed the Austrian painter as a baby, but the nanny, not wanting to get in trouble, paid a homeless lady for a baby and passed that baby off as Adolf. And then history happened, so the time travelers caused the whole thing. Frick! Yeah, don't mess with time travel, guys. Don't mess with time travel. Oh, Frank, thank you for the compliment as well. But yes, what kind of creature are you? I said dryad last time. You can be the judge. You can do your investigation and come back with your findings and let us know. Are you in Iran? I think you know the answer to that. One of my favorite bands has a song about going back in time and either saving your family dog or Hitler from drowning in a lake. Final line is, I've always been a cat guy anyways. Oh, I don't know if I could do that to my doggy. I say I was that crazy bitch once, but when I'd say I was that crazy bitch once, but when I was being a crazy bitch, we didn't have cell phones. Imagine. Oh, well, you don't have to imagine. You're so right. There would be so many things that would not cause someone to be as crazy as they are if we didn't have the instant messaging on social media, texting, calling. It's like they just have time to cool off. And then that's why you know they're super crazy, because if they turned up at your door, you're like, girl. Girl. Whereas all of the craziness would have just been happening offline without the communication, giving them time to self-reflect, meditate if it were, and just cool the fuck off. Yeah, okay. We got to get rid of the internet again. Have to go. See you later, Vortex. Yeah, we're at the comedy store. It's a fat mic. Do people actually think? Oh, I have to remember that probably people on YouTube are not used to seeing microphones. This is quite a slim microphone if you compare it to anyone else who's on Twitch, for example. Have you tried sleeping to help your insomnia? I was going to try sleeping to help with my insomnia, but I wanted to work on not being stressed to help with my anxiety first. So I thought that I'd start with like, and also trying to be happy to help with my depression. I thought that I like in the priority list, I was like, don't be stressed, and then that'll get rid of the anxiety, and then be happy, that'll get rid of the depression, and then sleep, that'll get rid of the insomnia. So that's kind of the order that I thought I'd work on. Do you harvest your subs for donations? I don't know what you mean by that, sorry. As in, do people donate? I do get a few donations here and there, but I am new to YouTube specifically. But on Twitch, we've got some subscribers, and people will donate every now and again, if that's what you mean. Red Dead Redemption would be fun, but my arm would get sore from twirling my revolver the entire time. Cute. My ex moved on so damn fast, I almost entered a new toxic relationship like right after we broke up. That doesn't surprise me at all. I think it can be really hard when you see the other person start dating, and then you're like, all of the insecurities come out, and then like you say, you end up wanting to follow suit to show that you're doing okay. But you don't know what their relationship was like. They might have been in a toxic relationship too, but good on you for having some self-respect to not get back in, get into that new toxic situation. Okay, thank you, Lauren, for helping with the likes and the subscribes. Yeah, guys, like, subscribe, follow, all those good stuff if you're enjoying yourself. I'm very bad at plugging. If you have trouble sleeping, quick fix. Go to your local convenience store and clear the alcohol shelf. Should knock you out. No, please don't suggest the alcohol to fix insomnia. That has other ones. That has other issues. Hi, Godhead. How you going? We know Clem isn't in around, because if she was, she'd broker a peace treaty to fix the war. Yeah, what can I say? But we can't be everywhere. We can't be everywhere. I was trying to do the title, but I realized it doesn't work. The Twilight Zone, where a double of Elvis Presley goes back, meets him. When he tell his fate, he calls rock and roll evil, and the double has to take over Elvis's life. So it plays out the way we all know. Oh my gosh, can you sing, lady? I like to sing, but I wouldn't say I'm good at it. My teeth are real, but they cost a lot of money to get this straight. Can we check your outfit? You know what? I know a lot of people often are doing this because they just want to check out my ass. But yes, you can check out my outfit. I will stand up at the back mainly because it will help me stretch. Ugh. Okay, this is the outfit today. We're rocking the black dungarees or overalls. We've got a blue butterfly sweater. Very cute. Nice and warm up here. And then on top of that, another reason why I was like, you know what, I will show off the outfit is because usually I don't do this, but I'm wearing my Ugg boots today. If you guys don't know what those are, they're like boots that are slippers. And I specifically decided to wear them just for myself to feel like I was matching. So hold on. So blue sweater. And check it out. We got the matching Uggs. So that is the outfit of the day, but we shall not be doing a 360 if that is the follow-up question. There we go. What do you do for de-stressing? Well, I can tell you it's not live streaming. Before cell phones made being a crazy ex even more dangerous because they had to come see you. But that's the thing, is the majority of people will chill out, and that's why if they do turn up, then they are proper crazy. That's like a wafer thin mint. I don't know what that means. Is that a something you eat? You can call me Clem. I'm not sure if you like Ali or Ali, but you can call me Clem. A real chatterbox indeed over here. You're depressed, can't sleep, and stressed? Just don't be. I wonder if the medicine my doctor gave me would work if I actually did have insomnia. I sleep fine once I go. My sleep schedule is just at the wrong time for someone who doesn't live in Hawaii. Okay, gotcha. Fat Mike is my favorite punk singer. Cute. Gotta go for movie night. Enjoy. We're gonna bring back movie night in our Discord as well. I actually think I know what we're going to watch on top of that. Can you bite that wall behind you? No, I don't want to break my teeth on the wall. What the frick? Is there anything else I can prove that they're real? I feel like if I just imagine, because if I had fake teeth, right, then I bite on the wall and I chomp through this brick. It's like, see, I knew those were fake teeth. It's like, damn it. Yo, Joe, good to have you back. Happiness really is just your quality of life minus your envy. And we all know that comparison is the thief of joy. That is something I've been saying a lot of for sure. Have I arrived late? Almost two. We're an hour 45 in. Alcohol actually keeps me awake, so that's also not a solution. There we go. So it's whatever works for the individual. And unfortunately, we keep on assigning these mass cures to everyone that they don't work for. Thanks, Gab. We'll see you next time. Thank you for the subscription. Also, I don't know, speaking of segues, I'm really trying to be better at plugging myself. That wording is silly. I don't like that wording. After stream today, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, there's going to be a new video out. Yay! After last stream, I got a bit inspired to just talk about my move again. It won't be anything too like crazy. It's basically just me talking about the fact that I'm in the UK now. It's only going to be 10 minutes long if you guys want to watch that. So keep an eye out for that after stream. When I end stream, that video will be live on YouTube. I'm trying to be a better YouTuber. It's not, it's new to me, all right? It's new. Uggs are comfy, exactly. Okay, Modest, you go, girl. Thank you. Hey, your daughter loves Uggs. Hell yeah. They're so comfy. And that's the thing. That's why you might have noticed I'm not sitting like this today. So if you ever notice that my knees are up here, that means I'm not wearing my Uggs. But if I have my knees down, then I just might be wearing my Uggs. Are you saving the green overall so when Clanker is working? Yes, exactly. My pair of those Uggs didn't make it back to New Zealand with me. I'm so sorry. No, I definitely wanted to bring these over. I love my Uggs. I love the color. We're rocking the overalls because, you watched my video, I see, Sean. Thank you for that. Yes, that's why I always have to wear overalls, because otherwise I dribble on myself. I gotta cover up all my dribble stains. She's got a buddy under her neck. She's a real person. Oh, maybe that's how I can get rid of the AI allegations where I'm like, could AI do this? I just need a constant plate of spaghetti with me that I'm eating. I'm like, I'm not AI, guys. Check out me eating my spaghetti. I accidentally get my hair in there. It's a whole thing. Oh, God. Okay, being a human is hard. IPAs are overrated, yes or no? I used to drink a lot of IPAs back in Australia. IPAs in UK suck ass, and not in a good way. They really, really taste so foul. Like that ain't someone who has gone out of their way to make things all nice for you, where you can now make it feel nice for them. It's gross, and I don't like them. But I also feel that way about a lot of beers in the UK. That is one of the biggest things and issues that I have faced since coming to the UK. The beer over here sucks. And I'll tell you what, it's not that I'm being picky, because I went on a road trip. I went on a road trip just a few weeks ago, and I went to Croatia, and I went to Slovenia, and I went to Austria. I didn't have a beer in Italy, so I won't worry about counting that. And I ordered beers, and they were all nice. And I don't know what the fuck the Brits are doing, but it's not creating nice beer. Someone had to say it. That is a huge disappointment since being in the UK. Anyhow. Maybe it's the southern beers, you'd think that. But I was up north as well, in Manchester for a month. I started giving up on beer, I tell you what. It was... Ooh, I didn't think about Oktoberfest. Because I think I was planning to be back in Australia in October. But technically Oktoberfest is in the end of September. I will be back from Iceland. I have not booked Oktoberfest, but my parents also might be visiting around that time, so I will consider it. I will consider it. I would love to get a dirndl though. They're so freaking cute. So the like traditional Bavarian outfit. Oh, I would love that. I don't have the boobs for it. I know that people are sometimes crass. I'm allowed to be crass about my own body. Thank you very much. I don't have the boobs for a dirndl, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. It'll still look cute. Maybe I can do like a turtleneck situation like this so it's not so obvious. Pretty much like what I'm wearing now. It's like, there's nothing to see here. So maybe we can do that kind of style rather than the like, because we couldn't even if we tried. Anyhow. I can cure all your illnesses and troubles. I'll send you $500,000 and then go purchase a Vegemite sandwich. Is that what the issue is? Ever since moving away from Australia, I haven't been getting all of my vitamins and minerals from my Vegemite. You're so right. You're so right. I need to go eat more Vegemite. It has so much healthy stuff in there. Like, I don't know, B12 maybe. You're a cool person, Ali. Thank you. Hazy, yeah, hazy pale ales are a thing too. Okay, bite your 6 feet with your fake teeth. I don't know if I'm that flexible. I don't think I'm that flexible. But I shouldn't bite all 6 of them, just one. You're strong, Junie. Junie punches wall and wails in pain. You're not that strong, Junie. I don't know what quote that's from, but yes, that would be me biting the wall for sure. I could draw on the wall with chalk. I have been thinking about what we could do to make it a little bit fun. People are suggesting decorating, but I really do like the simplicity of it. So I'm torn. I truly am. I think that I just want to get better lighting. Today's lighting has been great, brought to you by the sun. Shout out. Shout out to Te Rā. There's a little Māori fact for you guys. Rā is the sun god and the sun in Māori. And I find that fascinating because it's also the sun god and the sun in Egyptian mythology. I don't know about Egyptian, like as in Arabic, modern days, but I'm like, how? How do we get from Egypt all the way down to New Zealand and have the same word? And it's like dragons. How are dragons everywhere in all mythologies? Surely they existed at some point. Surely. Oh, that was Spy Kids, was it? Oh, I miss Spy Kids. Spy Kids is such a throwback. Oh my goodness gracious me. Aww. Okay, I need to scroll here, so bear with me. Plugging. Yes, we were talking about plugging. Okay, I think I'm probably just going to scroll. Alcohol may help you fall asleep, but it gives you the worst rest because it interferes with your REM cycle. Okay, that actually does make sense. When life gives you melons, you may be dyslexic. That's a good one. That is a good one. She has the energy to make this YouTube thing work. Thank you. That's actually really kind. I've been very hesitant because the YouTube live streaming has been an experience to say the least. But you know, we're learning. We're learning. Love from India. Thank you, Dev. You doing overreacting? Always. You know what else tastes foul? Duck. Hilarious. Maybe a chicken too. I'm searching for a job. What are your skills? Will you accept any job? Will you accept not getting paid for your job? Thanks, Steven. Okay. The what the fuck was Aussie coded? That's the thing is there are definitely some things that I picked up in my time in Australia. So that's why I understand why people confuse me and my accent with Australia, even though I don't think I sound Australian. But I think a lot of there are just a few things that I'm like, yeah, I picked up from Australia particularly. Okay, time to get better acquainted with the French Reds. Don't mind if I do. I mean, I wouldn't mind a tall glass of something over there. Anyway, I'm not objectifying the French yet. You don't have the boobies. Oh my god! Thank you for the reminder, Citrusella! Guys! Oh my god! I've got them! again. They've been sitting here this whole time. I don't have my tits out yet, but I can. You guys want to show? Do you guys want to see my boobies? Is there something that you would like to show? You know what? I'm sorry. I am going to give you a warning. I don't want to like put my boobies on you unsolicitedly. That would be very highly inappropriate. However, I will give you a warning. If you don't want to see my boobies, then look away right now. But in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Aren't they adorable? Aren't they so cute? I love them. Personally, I'm a bit of a fan of the Peruvian boobies. I just thought, there's just something going on over there, You want unsolicited boobs? Well, I'm sorry that I forewarned you. You missed the boobies! Well, I am pleased that I can show them off again. I am very pleased. However, we've got a little bit of something for everyone. Maybe you're not into boobies. That's okay. Because a little secret. I have some cocks to show off too. Just a little peacock is what I got. But maybe you guys looking at a what's this one at the side? A Jersey Giant. Maybe you guys want to check out a Jersey Giant. Me, personally, peacock. But nonetheless. I love tits as well, but my tits are somewhere else. I haven't unpacked those yet. I have to go grab them from the storage before I can show off my tits. But there we go. We can at least show those off in the meantime. Also, I can see some of the messages that are getting held by AutoMod. It's fine, but AutoMod is still gonna do its thing. I'm glad I got them though. Thank you, Citrusella, for the reminder. Okay, while you're in the UK, you should check out the musician named Ren. He sometimes busks with his band. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. I don't know where to find Ren, but if I see a musician busking with their band called Ren, I'll think of you, Don. Canadian breweries. I didn't have issues with Canadian beers. I preferred the Aussie beers, but I didn't hate them as much as I do here. Since I married a Kiwi, I'm only allowed to drink Waikato Draft. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we do need to do the frequently asked questions, but that's why I thought I'd see if my clanker could clank and do all of that kind of stuff. And so I'll probably leave it to the clanker to answer. But anyway, I also wouldn't mind doing like a frequently asked questions maybe on YouTube or something. We'll work on it. I can't believe how much you guys know about the Spy Kids. Is it live podcasting? No, we're just chatting with chat basically. Chatting with chat. Her voice is magnificent. Thank you. That's really kind. How old are we that we know Spy Kids? That's the thing. This is why I love my community. We have very few children in it, and I think that's changed since multi-streaming on YouTube. But they come and go very quickly, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But if you are a millennial, then you're probably in our age range. We don't have a lot of youth around here. Even our early 20s, we're starting to drop off on the bell curve there. Spy Kids. Oh, so good. So good. Dragging these nuts. Got 'em. Okay, it's the same reason most languages have a hard name for dad and a soft for mum. Oh, I missed what that was. Sorry, boo-boo. Nonetheless. Crazy knowing the Spy Kids are both parents themselves. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that so cute? Fart on the mic. I would if I could fart on command, but unfortunately that is not something that I am able to do. If you don't get paid, is it a job? That's also a good point. Toothbrush. Very good point. Give me your number. Which one? I'm 5'7", if that helps. I'm 5'7". I refuse to answer that because I always get in trouble. Good one, Phil. Good one. But yes, I am behind in chat. I'm still learning how to keep up with the speed at which YouTube goes off. I've been bamboozled. So natural, exactly. It's so natural with the boobies. I thought you meant it. I did mean it. I did mean it, Sarah. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed checking out my boobies. Why is it two of my Oceania streamers like to show off their boobies? Yeah, Opinion Fate as well. Well, they're just good to look at. It is naughty, but it's nice to look at. Okay, the Jersey giant cock is huge. Everyone come back for the next stream. We'll be seeing her jizz. Yeah, I feel like it's... okay, here's a little secret. It's in there somewhere. I can see my cosplays. I can see my Lego for those who were here in Australia. I did bring all my Lego. It has all fallen apart, so I will have to reassemble it at some point. Hi. I can see cosplays. I did ship all of my cosplays because I wasn't sure if they'd come in handy again. I do not see my tits, but they're probably in there somewhere. There we go. Giving them clamps. Clamps! We are expired, aren't we? I smell like a couch. Hopefully a cleaned one. Good day, demon. How you going? Kiwi equals New Zealander. Yes, exactly right. You got it. Thank you guys for the follows. Millennials. Yes, not all of us are millennials. We actually have some Gen X's. And we were debating the other day if we have any boomers. It might be. But our Gen Z is minimal, and then Gen Alpha I think is non-existent. We're also about to hit an ad on Twitch, so just a heads up for the Twitch watchers. Tree was just commenting earlier that he could hear your voice from 2 different parts of the house. Oopsies. Okay, who the fuck said fart on the mic? This is what I have to deal with, Phil. This is what I have to deal with. What's your clankers mean? Clankers means like robots and whatnot. I have eaten pizza. I love pizza. It's tasty. Yes, 0118999. Oh my gosh! Mingos, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Saving 5 people from the ads. Thank you so much, Mingos. That is very sweet, very kind. I do really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we could do it like a Lego rebuild stream in May or something. Okay, speaking of... Wait, am I caught up? I've been well, Harris. I hope you've been well as well. One does not simply walk into the store. Princess Daisy? No, Princess Peach, not Princess Daisy. Redhead women are the best. Thank you. Thank you. Never met a mean redhead girl, dude, not ever. Yeah, I feel like it's because we got bullied as children, and so we don't want to put that on other people, you know? How can we be mean when people were so mean to us? We know how it feels, all right? That's called empathy. But it is funny how redheads also get the rep of being like feisty or having the I don't know where that comes from. I guess just red, seeing red. Anyhow. Okay, so now you're on YouTube vertical. You might have boomers. That's true. That's true. We get that's where we're getting the tail end. So we get extra boomers and extra alphas coming up from the other side. That's the verticals when people are scrolling as well. Did you practice talking backwards like spikers? No, thank you. That is far too much effort, you know. From Germany, hello Viking, or rather, hello. I don't know why I always find it so funny where it's like, yeah, I can speak German. Hello. It's just saying hello with a German accent. It's great. Hi, Mr. Grease. Hi, Gary. Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, gingers get bullied. Exactly. You never thought of that? Well, I thought of that, okay? Every single day I went to school, I thought of that. Gingers don't have souls as well, yeah. Yeah, it set us back a decade. This is the problem. Is the extremists, they don't help our case, and unfortunately that guy, you know, he He didn't help our cause to stop getting bullied. It got doubled down, but he just needed to express himself and speak his truth, and we can't fault him for that, you know? It looks very dry and damaged. It's a mess. Well, that's a shame because it's not dry nor damaged, so I guess it's just a mess. Yay, thank you, Fowdy. Thank you. It's my B-day, by the way. Happy birthday. I hope that you're not 9, though. I hope that you're not 9 because we should not be having 9-year-olds in the chat. I'm 31. Hey, you're much closer to my age in that case. Eventually people get tired of the black licorice and switch to the red licorice. Okay, so anyway, moving on from all of these things because I'm actually caught up with chat for once. Mayrathon. It's happening. If you guys were in the community last year, I did a Mayrathon where I streamed every single day of May. I would like to make this clear. It is not a subathon. There won't be a timer. I've got some confusion coming at me when I've been talking about the Mayrathon. Basically, the goal is to just stream every single day of May. The exception might be the 31st of May again. If I fail, I fail. However, why am I doing this? This is not going to be for a fundraiser like it was last year. I'm not going to be having a donation goal to try and help me get to XYZ. If you guys want to donate during the time, that's your prerogative. The Mayrathon is legitimately just for me to try a bunch of things to see what works. I was speaking with the mods last night, and that is something that I have realized is that I want to have a consistency so that I can help build good habits around the stream as well, and just see, like I said, what works. And so by the time June rolls around, we'll know what days I like to go live, what time I like to go live, when we like to play video games, and all this kind of stuff. So the plan is to do kind of what we're doing now, where in the mornings I will chat without a plan, and maybe I'll do a reacts on Wednesdays again, but this will be just kind of the nonsense, get all of the chitter chatter out of the way, where we can hang out in my afternoon. So that'll be the Americans' morning, and the New Zealanders might already be asleep. I think Aussies, you'll still be okay, but in my afternoon is when I'll play some video games, but that won't be on the X Clementine YouTube channel. That will be on the X Clem Plays YouTube channel. I am going to keep that separate, but it'll still be on Twitch. So that's basically what's going to happen. If at any point I'm like, oh, I don't feel like just chatting today, then I'll play games in the afternoon. Or if we chat and then it's like, I don't really feel like playing games this afternoon, then we'll move. Then we won't do that. But that's basically the plan. Stream every day of May, but not forever. The streams will only be about 3 hours at a time, maybe 4 if we're feeling a little bit nasty. But it's for me more than anything else, and that's what I said to the mods as well. I just want to help myself build some rhythms and routines. If I get unwell, if I get sick, if I get headaches that are too headachy, then I won't stream, of course. I'm not an idiot, as much as people might assume I am. But that's what's going on. So keep an eye out for that. I will be streaming tomorrow, and I will be streaming next week, and then we'll be streaming every day of May. Because why not? Why not? But on that, it means that that's why I am holding off playing any video games until May. Because one, I need to get my mic stand again because it's going to be very difficult to play a video game with one hand. I know people out there can do it, but they have had a lot more practice than I have. I am not going to now pivot to one-handed gaming. And so that's it. That's the news. I don't know what else is going to happen with that, but that's part of why I wanted to do the Mayrathon for me and me alone, just so that I can, like I said, build habits, build routines, and hopefully that will carry over into June, except for when I go to Copenhagen. Okay, that is the FYI. Now the weather. Weather, as you can tell from the light that is streaming in from my left, very good today. Very nice. In fact, yesterday was so lovely that I went out and got a beer at a pub just on my own. and I just sat out in the beer garden. That is something that I will tell will give as props to the Brits. They love a beer garden, and I love a beer garden. We love it. Now for something completely different. We could actually do some stand-up comedy? I don't know. I'm from Spain. Hola. I need help. Coffee or milk with cereals? Coffee. Start your day off with a coffee. Why not? I miss the shit beer koozie as well, but Redacted has that. So she is single. Okay, so a lot of people are asking if I'm single, and a lot of people of my regulars might notice that I dance around things a lot. I don't like people asking if I'm single or if I'm in a relationship because it makes me feel like people are only watching me if I am single. And it's like, why would that change anything? Like, I'm probably not going to date you anyway, and I would rather be looked at as someone that you can hang out with platonically than someone that you want to, like, that you attracted to. And on top of that, even if I was in a relationship, you can still think that I'm attractive or whatever and not have to absolve yourself from being in the community just because I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is of asking, and I wanted to just clear the air, okay? I wanted to clear the air there. That it does. I don't know why people ask, and it makes me uncomfortable. I am dating at the moment. I will give that as a little FYI to people. I don't like talking about my private life because that's my privacy. But I do feel like there have been such an influx of people asking that's the tea. That is the tea. I have some tea for you guys. That's all I want to talk about it. It's not in a position where I would feel comfortable to now share who that is and whatnot, because that is for us to figure out. And I shan't be continuing to talk about it because, as you can tell, I feel fucking awkward. So that is the tea. That is all I will say now. Yeah, exactly. We gotta ignore them. We're better off staying mysterious now. That's the thing is, if they're only watching me because they think they have a chance, I don't want them here. I don't want them here. And for me, it's not even because I'm like trying to keep these pervs or whatever. Or these people who think they have a shot. I do not gain anything from that. I really don't. It just makes me uncomfortable. There are plenty of people out there where it's fine, but it just makes me uncomfortable if I'm now catering towards an audience that is not the type of audience that I want to foster. And so I don't care about losing 90% of people if the only reason they're watching me is because they're trying to have a shot. Nonetheless, that's why I feel like it's just better for me to just share a little bit of something that I have been on a few recurring dates with the same person, but that's kind of like, that's all I'm willing to share at the moment. Anywho. No, you're right, Toothbrush. The only reason I bring it up is because I know that you're chill. But I was hijacking your comment because it has been bothering me over the last week. Of a lot of people, you have said it in a way that was very like fine, but so many people coming in being like, "Hey, baby, are you single? How do you feel about this ethnicity?" I'm just tired of it. I'm tired. But thank you, C Mama. Yes, I am very happy as well. They're very nice. That is that is the extra thing that I will say. Okay. Anyhow. Greetings from China. Ni hao. I don't. That's the only word I think I know. Ni hao. Okie dokie. Guess I'll get some Pop-Tarts and a frozen pizza. Nice. Rinse your hair with rice water. Your hair will grow thick and fast. Is that actually a hack? Lauren, I'm loving all the hacks. Thank you so much. Can't wait for Reacts 2, the return of the Reacts. I even have been working on a system to make Reacts easier. R.I.P. Phil's Burrito. You weren't with us for long, but you left a lasting impression on us all, and we will miss you indeed. The only time in my life I ever been bored was back when I lived with my parents. Well, luckily you don't have to do that anymore, you know? I think you can make all 31 days this time. Oh yeah. The thing is that I just felt like I didn't need to do the final day, whereas maybe this will be like, we'll just see how we do it. But yeah, it's a plan. I do own a mic stand. I just haven't set it up yet. No-handed gaming. Can you do it with your feet? Outlook for Thursday. Bleak. Wait, it is Thursday. Is it not Thursday today? It is Thursday today, right? Oh, God. Okay. Are they blue videos this afternoon? Because I'll get the bishop out for a little bit. I don't know what you're saying. Those are words and lingo that go straight over my head. I'm not Australian, Mikey. I'm a New Zealander. But am I single, says Kiwi Man? Yes. 13 degrees, get the t-shirt and shorts out. Been a long winter. Yes, I genuinely was sitting in the beer garden pulling up my sleeves. I was like, get that, I gotta get that D. Anyhow, newsflash, we're only watching because we think you would date us. Well, you know, at least we're honest about it. I watch in the hopes your hunk boyfriend will be on screen for a second. Well, I can tell you that's not gonna happen. I have a thing for Reddits. A lot of people do. I don't know why. It feels like a fetish thing that I don't really have control over. So, anywho, I have no hope. I won't ask again. No, Toothbrush, you're so fun. I don't want you to feel like I'm now calling you out. Like I said, I was just hijacking as a like. It's been something that's been playing on my mind the last few days, and I've been trying to think, what do I want to do with this information? Because the thing is, let me be real honest for you. I'm very bad at lying. I don't like just to be saying the lie. So what I tend to do is lie through omission by never actually answering the question. So if you go back and watch the VODs at all, anytime someone says, am I single? I don't know if I've ever actually said yes or no. I usually just say something else around it. I'll be like, well, what do you think? And so that's, if you guys ever ask me a question and I never give you a very direct answer, that is too much insight that I might be doing a little dance around the answer. But straight up lying, I cannot. Like, you'll always know if I'm lying because I will tell you. I'm like, okay, that was a lie. I'm sorry. I feel so much guilt and shame. I think that's what it is. As soon as the lie comes out, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't actually mean that. That was like, it makes me feel viscerally bad. Like, ugh. Anyhow. They want to fly across the world, Mumbai to Southampton. Give it time. I'm waiting. Hopperista, someone from D&D? Rumi? Anyway, you guys, I have no issues with you guys guessing because all of these people aren't online. So you guys can put your guesses out there because of the fact that I keep these things private. So I think it's just kind of cute if it's like, ooh, like, who are we shipping Clem with? Some men only talk to women for the reason of hooking up. And vice versa as well. I've seen it in reverse. I think that there are a lot of women who do struggle to talk to men as well, because they only see it as a means to needing to be flirtatious or have a relationship. And people forget that friendships are also a type of relationship. But nonetheless, it's okay to just talk to people. Cool beans. When was the last time you pooped on yourself? Be honest and I'll subscribe. I don't know about on myself. I don't like, I can think of when I've like pooped myself, but I can't think about on myself? How does one get it on themselves? Like, I think that's where I'm struggling. How does one get it on themselves? Like, that's not how our angles of our bodies work, you know? Yeah, maybe down the leg. It's just like, how, what, yeah, a handstand? Like, what position are you in to get it on yourself? I think that's where I'm struggling with that. Anyway. Okay. She fell into a vat of cuteness. Please donate to her plastic surgery fund, please, please. I'm trying to raise $20,000. You might be the only British person. Oh, I'm not British. That's why I have straight teeth, you know? I'm not British, so that explains why I have the straight teeth. Is it okay for European gentlemen to marry African queen? I mean, if you mean Africans, then yes. But if you mean literally someone of royalty, I feel like there's probably some, what's it called? Monarchy stuff that you would have to double check with. So, some might not want to marry a simple gentleman, you know? Maybe they need to have some sort of nobility themselves. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's different depending on which area they have the rulings over. But yes, we are pro. This is how. Okay, hot take. But I do need to have myself go on record. We are pro mixed breeding over here. Otherwise, I wouldn't exist. I know that a lot of people look at me and they go, "That's a white woman." Duh. But without mixed, then I wouldn't exist. I am mixed. I am that is what I am. So I don't know why people try to come in and talk about like it's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. I didn't realize how many people that is like their first comment that they say is about. It's strange. I think that the reality is that I'm not an ignorant person, but to see the things that people talk about so first-handedly is confronting, perhaps would be the word. It's like, obviously I'm aware that there are dickheads out there. I'm not ignorant in that sense, but I guess the people I've been surrounding myself with are not dickheads. Wow. And so it is really confronting to be like, oh my God, here is someone who is being weird about race or gender or just women. It is interesting, but we're learning how to handle it. Anyhow. Y'all ever wonder why Onion rings but like never answers? I don't have any response to that. Hi, where are you from? I'm from New Zealand. Clearly AI, it is, isn't it? It's so obvious. The most obvious thing that I could ever see, that is an AI individual. Oh, great at pivoting, I should call her. Nice. I guess if anyone has a preference for hair color, the redheads would feel targeted because there's a smaller pool to harass. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. I could see that. Maybe it just feels a bit more personal. And but then it becomes like the preference because of the rarity, which also feels a bit odd, maybe. Yeah. I prefer to lie with carefully crafted truth, but I also hate to lie. Yeah, I can understand that. If you don't lie, we all know the answer when you don't answer. Silence gives it away. Yes, exactly. So that's why I was like, I will answer this because I've had enough people who are asking the question, and at least now I can get it out in the open. Even if we never talk about it again, I feel like I've done enough. Even if it wasn't something that I wanted to necessarily bring up, it is something that I have chosen to bring up, you know? I love lying on the internet. I was saying to Taika the other day, damn, make sure to say hi from me. He still owes me that $20. I like that the wall is a character now. It's cute, hey? There's only one X Clementine. Thank you, Lounge. Thank you. Okay, let me catch up. I think I was dating the couple from D&D because open relationships always work. Ooh. Why do you think I wanted that kid to like me, you know? It's a random guy that made Little Troop. Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. Good song. You grab it and put it on you. That's also wild for the poop. Babies are very good at getting poop on themselves, but adults tend to. That's why I'm crazy. That's why it's crazy. Taco Bell. We got to be careful for the Taco Bell. 2 girls, 1 cup. No, that's on one another, right? I never actually saw it. I don't want to see it. Yes, African countries do still have some monarchies. And also I think it can be just how you look at the term king and queen is a little bit different and different cultures. So for example, in Maori, they have a queen at the moment. I was about to say king, but no, he passed away. And so now there's a young queen. She is not even 30, I think. Yeah, I know she's around my age. So she's an actual queen, and what am I? However, she is not in the tribe that my family are from. And so technically she's not our queen. They call, like, there's the Maori queen, but they're really talking about Tainui tribe, which is kind of the central north, where it's around Waikato region. Anyway, so she's like the leader of that tribe, and they call them king or queen depending on who's in that status. But my tribe is not Tainui, and so technically she's not my queen. So I assume that it would be very similar in other tribes and whatnot. Okie dokie. What would you do if 80% of men went to war because we are all getting drafted mandatory? What would you do? I'd probably do what they used to do, right? Where it's like women end up getting into positions of labor positions that the men don't have, so that their things can keep on operating. I feel like we just need to look at history on what I would do. I can tell you, though, that although I am pro having women in war, I don't want to be in the military. So I know, hot take. But I also don't want us to need reasons to have a military, but that now becomes a whole ongoing thing, and I realize that wars are cyclical and it's really sad. And anyhow, moving on. Mixed breeding with seeds, that's the one. Okay. I am the god of war? Of which mythology specifically? Explain how this is possible if it was from a human. Quran. Okay. 5147 expansion of universe, Big Bang universe, when smoke, which part of the brain we lie? Oh my god, that hurts my brain so much. Stand up if you're not AI. I mean, I can, but I feel like that was so long ago that I don't know if you'll care anymore. Did you know bees are allergic to pollen? I didn't know that. Okay. From Pakistan, hello. Not Australian, New Zealand. Hi from Minnesota, it seems. Sit down if you're AI. Nailed it. Did you see the short I shared about redheads going extinct? No, I haven't seen that, so I have to go look into that. Unless I did, and I've forgotten it already, which is also very possible. Has Joe Rogan passed? If he's passed, then that's weird. That's strange. My auntie that just passed away was adopted by Maori royalty. Interesting. Claiming was caught our attention first was your sense of humor. Thank you, Oscar. That's actually very, very kind. So apparently Joe Rogan has passed away. Don't make me look this up. Don't make me look it up. The old schoolers here clearly knows a guy she was going to flirt with, but Mr. John, she found him and then they are now dating. No, that's not how the story goes. Okay, there is no doubt Mama is a queen. Also true. White people claiming they come from tribes. Of course, someone wanted to go. The thing is that people always just like, this is the thing, and this is what I've said, is that it's never Maori who dispute my ethnicity. It's always other people who dismiss my ethnicity. The amount of New Zealanders who have popped in and they're like, "Oh, you're Maori. That's so cool," and they just get it. It's just. Anywho, is it stand up? No, it's sit down. I don't think many men want to be in war either. Exactly. That's why I said it's. But it's sad that it's the drafting. Don't get me wrong, the mandatory drafting and whatnot. But I just hope that the majority of us are at a privilege where we don't have to worry about these things, because I know that that's not the case for a lot of countries. Okay, not quite British. No, I'm a New Zealander. Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair. Exactly right. Whee! I ask. I did see you claimed there. I'm doing my part, but I don't know if it's been working properly. I think it has been. Hi from Philippines. Hi. I'm somewhat of a comedian myself. You've been doing great, Frank. Thank you. Hi from India. Hello. Can we hear the stand-up set? No, thank you. I'm not funny enough to do a stand-up comedy set. I just like chatting with random people online, okay? That's all there is to it. That's all I do over here. I don't see anything about him passing. Yes, thank you. So I don't feel like I have a gotcha moment. Someone else looked it up instead. Taking horse medicines. Ugh. Yes, exactly. I'm not part Maori. I am Maori. Thank you, Kiwi man. Oh, that was the link. I'll look at it in the Discord. It's fine. Hello, governor. Is that what you wanted from me? I don't know what Wawa is. I'm new here. Welcome. Not ask. Can we talk about Pokemon? We can, but people in my community have heard me talk about Pokemon so much that it's like, do we dare? Do we truly dare? When he does die, it will be an OD, you think? I don't know enough about the substances that Joe Rogan consumes to have any commentary on this. Do you have ketchup? Like Ash ketchup? No, I actually don't have ketchup. I'm so sorry. And Natalie, I can tell you that a genuine answer is I do not have ketchup in this house. I don't even think I have tomato sauce. There's nothing that I eat that requires this. And I guess my house... Oh, maybe I can check if my housemate has any. But I have not bought any, at least. Hi, Andy. You come in here. I didn't know Maori culture, so I wouldn't assume anything, but then I never do. But that's the thing is, people are the... You know what? I don't think it's worth addressing. It's not worth addressing. Why are ghosts gay? Because they blow in the wind? Hot. There could be a ghost given head right now and I wouldn't know. Thank you for the sub, Andy. That is very kind. The short is in just chatting. Thank you. I will respond to it there and then I'll tell you if I watched it or not. Ben 10! I can't sing the Ben 10 one, but I can say, you know what? The obvious answer would be I want to be the very best. But I'm going to sing because I saw something else recently. There's a whole new world we live in. No, I got shy. I started off strong, but I got too shy. It's a whole new place to see. Anyway, no, I was gonna do Pokemon Johto. Do 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 do. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster. Take me the way to the top of the hill. Each time I try, come on, get just a little bit better. No, okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm like sucking myself in. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But one more up the ladder. No. I'm gonna. I know I'm like skipping bits, but it's because I'm singing them in my head, and then I'm like, no, that's what I mean by I'm sucking myself into the song because I'm like, don't do it. But then I'm singing it in my head. I'm like, well, I can't not sing it. Anyhow, so like I said, the obvious answer is Generation 1, but we can do one better, okay? Well, I wouldn't say better, but I do like Pokemon a lot, that's all. Invoking Pokemon is how we get the extra hour of stream. Yeah, it's like a trump card. Your accent is weirdly seductive. I don't think I've ever got seductive before. I don't consider myself a seductive voice speaker. But thank you. I'll take that. Okay. If your starter wasn't Charmander, you're wrong. Frank. Here I was thinking that we were getting along. Everyone knows that Bulbasaur is number 1. It is a fact. You cannot dispute that. Bulbasaur is number 1. You cannot argue with me. It is fact. Hello, your background made me think I was watching live stand-up show. Yes. I get that pretty much every stream. Actually, this is a question for you guys, new or regular, anyone. When someone brings up the fact that this looks like a stand-up comedy show, how should I respond? Because I don't think that we can get rid of that unless I decorate. So we either have decorating as an option, or we have a go-to response. Drop the darkest joke? Oh god. You might be onto something though. I'm not a regular, I'm super. Green screen? Nah, I like my brick walls. Why was Ash's first Pokemon such a pervert? Because he likes to Pikachu. Got him. That's a beautiful wall. Thank you, Ashu. I didn't set up this wall myself. But maybe if I had a few beers that I would lick it and tell you what the flavor is. Okay, I'm a New Zealander, Els. I am a New Zealander. I need to fart. Hopefully that comes out nice and swiftly because it's not good to hold it in. Okay. Cosplay as Raven, we all know, was very... You sound like a teacher. I guess so. It's not... Well, I would hope that a teacher wouldn't be seducing people because, by definition, that is No, I'm not even going to tackle that one. However, what I will say is that I do understand when people get the hots for teachers. That, like... especially like someone who is attractive or kind and someone who validates you by being like, great job. Like, that is Freudian. That, I get it. I do understand it. And so I wouldn't use the term teacher and seductive in the same sentence because that's gross. But, like, I would with Miss Frizzle. I would. Like, we're not gonna pretend otherwise, you know. Anyhow, so I don't know what the word is, but it shouldn't be seductive and teacher. Nonetheless, just say yes and don't field any more questions. Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's like, is this a stand-up comedy show? Yes. Maybe that's what the bot can say. Yes. And then I just don't tell any jokes. Nice. I like it. I would respond by telling a joke if I knew any. This is where I'd have all my jokes. If I had any. Like, all I know is memes and conversation. And very specific throwbacks to people that don't know things about things, you know? I think the only realistic option is to train as a stand-up comic and reply, that's because it is! Fuck. Anyway, guys, what's the deal with live chat? I can't even finish the sentence. But you do have a very good point, Prismo. You really do. I have a list of bad jokes. Actually, I genuinely do have jokes. I don't know if it will work on I don't know if it will work on YouTube, but if you're on Twitch, you can do command joke. And it will give you a dad joke. The clankers do clank over there. The clankers clank well on Twitch. So, for example, what is the least spoken language in the world? Sign language? I don't get that one. Oh, because they don't speak out loud. So silly. So ridiculous. I really want to buy one of those supermarket checkout dividers, but the cashier keeps putting it back. Anyway, I didn't make these jokes. They're pulled from somewhere. Why do you bite your lips? Because I don't drink enough water is why I bite my lips. That is what it is. Okay. Your accent is reductive. Hilarious. Can I go to the bathroom? You can go to the bathroom. Just don't poop on yourself. That's not how anatomy works, okay? If you are pooping on yourself somehow, I'm not cleaning up after you, okay? Your accent is productive? Yeah, I don't know about that one either. She doesn't have a British accent. Accent because she's bloody not British, is she? Exactly. Charmander, Squirtle, the plant guy. How dare you reduce him to the plant guy? You put some respect on that Bulbasaur. Holy shit, you're still talking? Yeah. That's what I do. Usually for about 3 hours. We're almost at 3 hours, so we should be able to hop off soon at least. Radio Magic School Buzz. Yo. If they don't understand the jokes, that's on them. I feel like maybe anytime it says, is this a stand-up comedy show, we could try and get the bot to do the joke. That, like, do a joke. That feels like a way to connect that. Ask Clement Mum and she can lend you some jokes. She is very fun. I do know of Syria, yes. Yes, I do, indeed. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. She looks like the Joker's little sister. Thank you. Is it not offensive to refer them to it as clank? I shouldn't laugh. Oh, Phasma Al, we're gonna have to keep an eye on you, but I shouldn't laugh. How many hours can you talk in a row? So typically my streams go for about 3 hours, sometimes 4. After about the 4th hour, or 3rd hour, I don't know how that works. But after 4 hours, you usually can see me just going, ugh. Sometimes I only last for 2. But I typically try and do about 3-hour streams. Can you say no? Yes, I can say no, but I'm not Australian, so I don't say, oh no. Who wins, a big fire-breathing lizard with wings or one little flower boy? Well, that's how super effective moves work, Frank. I get it, okay? Little fire, 2 times effective against grass, okay? The same way that Blastoise gonna fuck up Charizard, alright? We know this. But that same Blastoise gonna be watering the Venusaur like it ain't no big deal. And then they're gonna come out with a solar beam. Hapa! The power of the sun is what they can harness. Venusaur and the line can literally harness the power of the sun. Keep that in mind. Photosynthesis, baby. Anywho. Oh my god, Sam from Totally Spies? Wait, is that the reference you were making? Is that the reference you were making? Giggle. Okay, we programmed them not to be offended. If she was a cult leader, I'd be in a cult right now. Welcome. You never know that you're in a cult, though. Keep that in mind. Can I have the wall behind you if you come over and dismantle it literally brick by brick? You look mischievous. I think I'm mischievous a little bit sometimes. What do mermaids wash their fins with? Tide. That was terrible. I like it. Okay, what is this? Usually she only lasts 3 hours streaming, but we can bully her to get another hour, exactly. Or invoke the Pokemon trump card, as it were. Yes, I have gone longer, but there's no point. But video gaming and just chatting specifically, 2 different things. I'm well, Hyan. How are you? I'm selling or trading my 7 PCs Charizard 1st Gen PSA 4. How much do you want for him? Because I can't afford it, I can tell you that much. Not if you teach Blastoise Ice Beam. Okay, you do raise a very good point. The grassy boys don't do very well with the ice cold. This is true. We're just gonna throw some leaves and grass at me. It's like, oh no, my allergies. That would work on me. Fuck. I made myself sad because I did a self-burn. Moving on! I love the scene from Flight of the Conchords. Love how NZ represent. Put another shrimp on the barbecue in New Zealand and Australian accents to show how different they are. I actually haven't seen that one, so I have been meaning to go back and watch Flight of the Conchords, the show, because I haven't actually seen it. I know some of the songs from it, but I haven't actually watched the show. So anyhow, lof, there you go. I don't know what lof means, but I've said it. Okay. I never knew solar power sounded hubba. Hi, Sunbeam. I don't know who Alex. Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Mason, the reason why I got confused when you said Clover and Alex is because I used to have a dog when I was in Australia called Clover, and so I was like, how do you know Clover? Like, you're new to the channel. I don't like. How do you know my dog's name? And then Totally Spies, got it. You know, they're out just slaying as they always were. They're just out there slaying, but a good reference. Yes, I've only been referred to the Totally Spies series once before, and that was, or rather, it's the same person who calls me Sam from Totally Spies. So it is kind of fun to see that reference, another ancient reference to go along with Spy Kids from earlier. Okay. Can I say you're really beautiful? Thank you. That's really sweet. Where are you from? I'm from New Zealand. Are you a spy? I wish. Actually, I don't wish. That seems like a lot of hard work. She looks like a female version of Asmongold. That one, however, I have had several times this week, you know? Not to me there, not from me. There you go. Yeah. Chatting. What does it take to show up on the chat scroll? Are you there? Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. You're there, Johnny. There you are. Good night, Samuel. Until you get monetized. Yeah, we've got some donations on Twitch, but I'm very lucky. I am not paying rent at the moment, so I'm just in it for the love of the game at the moment. But also, if you do want to donate, you can support the channel by turning up in the future. I will be streaming again tomorrow, so donating your time, as it were. Watching ads on Twitch. I also have a tip donation. I feel really weird about mentioning it. I don't have anything on my throne at the moment. And you can also subscribe on Twitch if you would like some emotes and interesting experience over there. I'm not currently monetized on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers. So that's another way you can help a girl out. Plugged. It feels so weird. It feels so weird to be like, hey, like, comment, and subscribe. It just is unnatural. It's so unnatural. Anyhow, how are you, a woman of fire hair, going to pick the little flowery gremlin? I like my plants, okay? I like them. I don't play Roblox, no. I've never played Roblox ever once. Only solar power, like a solar power, my lord! Another New Zealand icon. We love it. We love it. We love it. Marry me? Okay, thanks. Oh, I didn't realize it was that simple. I guess I'm married now. You should have a talk show. Your opinion is so important. Har, stallion. Yes, no, definitely not. I just like chatting with randoms on the internet, you know. Onion frog, wet squirrel, or matchstick lizard? Onion frog, all the way. They're literally a dinosaur. It's in the name. Do you know what Charizard isn't? A dragon. I was going to say get fucked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Charizard. Whereas literally dinosaur in the name. Saur, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. I like my little onion frog. YouTube does know my password. Exactly right. Good morning, Ben. I have a silly joke, not inappropriate. What's red and sounds like a grapple? Well, one would assume apple, but apples can be green as well. A flapple? The Pokemon? Are you talking about Flapple? Is that what it is? You're not real? What? I'm not real. This is all a lie. What's going on? Am I in like a simulation? What about all my memories? Like, I don't... What do you mean I'm not real? Like, you can't... I can feel my flesh and my skin, and I can I can feel. How can I not be real if I can feel? Anyway, guys, turns out I'm not real. Today I learned. I'm here, it's just like, yeah, there's a bit of a delay on YouTube and also a delay in me catching up with chat. So you'll learn that very quickly, Johnny. But here's a little tidbit to the YouTubers. I think if you are not able to stick around for 5 minutes, then you're not going to fit in very well. Because I do a lot of this. I do a lot. We're not really quick burst kind of community over here. We're a slow burn, you know? You're fishing without a license, have too many chickens? Well, you're not meant to see the chickens. I thought I was hiding them so well. But the fishing, that is true. I don't have a license. Hi from Auckland, kia ora, Jimmy. It's always a pleasure to have another New Zealander. I have noticed, and this is something that I've really enjoyed being on YouTube, is how many New Zealanders there are. I might not be in New Zealand anymore, but it really does warm my heart to be reconnected with the New Zealanders and the Kiwis. So this one's for you, New Zealanders. That's all. That's it. That's the whole thing. This guy's name is Manu, for those who want to know. This is Manu. What are you doing for a living? Basically, I breathe. I eat food. I drink water sometimes, although I've been really bad about drinking water today. So I shall try and do that now. That might help me out a bit. Yes, my plan was to plant them literally after stream today, Kiwi man. So I've got that's my job before I go paint my mini. Okay, what's the live about? We just like to talk with people, and if you have any questions, we'll mull them over. That's pretty much all we do. Charizard do fuck shit up though, but that's because he has anger issues if you watch the anime. They say the Supreme being pulled a rabbit out of the hat. I don't know this reference, sorry, Justin. Am I real? What's brown and rhymes with Snoop? Dr. Dre! The walls have weird texture. Yeah, that is called bad workmanship words. Oh, thank you, Schmick. Thank you for sharing that. Makes sense that you're not real because you're too good to be true. Stop. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. New Zealand has like 5 people. It's true. We're all knowing each other, and I'm out here wasting my time just, you know, instead of building up New Zealand and becoming the prime minister of the 5 people of the nation. I'm out here in the UK chatting on the internet. Did we just hit 600 subscribers? What the heck? Damn. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for all the subscribing. That's really cool. We were at like 300 only a few days ago. So, damn. Cool. Cool. Thanks guys. Kiwi versus kangaroos. Oh, well, Kiwi, obviously. Everybody does want to be an influencer. It's a cushy job. I tell you what, the problem is that the reality is that a lot of people don't talk about how little money you make until you get all the way up there. I just like doing what I'm doing. You're real for me? Thank you. Yes, I'm going to be doing the painting today. I haven't got a message from the crew yet, so I should just be able to head over whenever it works for me. Do you watch Steve Harrington? Steve Harrington, that's the guy from Stranger Things, right? I feel like that's the one. You should post how to donate on your YouTube channel. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yes, I shall put a... Thank you. That's actually genuinely very helpful. I will do that. That's what I mean. I'm very new to YouTube, so I'm still figuring out the best places to put things. And I'm trying to get my robot to work over on YouTube, and so then that way the robot can do the work instead of the mods or other people. But we're getting there. Cubone! Charizard's Cubone's mom is hella dead. I've seen the Pokemon theory with the shape of the Cubone skull. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Millie Bobby Brown is garbage. I've only seen her in Stranger Things. So I don't know if she's any good in anything else. But I think season 5 just wasn't good. I finally finished it. It just wasn't good. Can you do a lumpy space princess impression? Oh my god. I think I'm too nasal. So I'm going to say no. I think that I go too nasal to do it. Thanks for the subs and the follows, guys. Thank you, Azul, Clementine, another Clementine. Yeah, I've been settling. I'm very happy over here. I'm just chilling. I hope that your plans for your move is going well as well. I will share the Millie Mini. You got it. He's a nature of miracle. He is indeed. Is that a giant kiwi? No, it's just a regular size kiwi. Unless you're talking about me, then yeah, I'm fucking swole as heck. If you're a Pokemon, I'd leave you in the daycare. What, with a Ditto? Like, or are you just saying that you would forget about me? Would you leave me with another Pokemon to be friends with? And then you can check in every now and again and see how well we get along? What are you implying there? Or so that I can level up? I just need I need confirmation here. The reality that people used to become famous for being talented, now everyone pretends they're talented because they think they are YouTube famous. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. But the reality is that, you know, you yourself are putting on the impression that people are higher than they are and claiming what they are without them claiming it. Like, one, the assumption of what I do and that this is all I do, that you don't know. I mean, it is all I do. But that's for other reasons. But I just find it interesting how people they're like, oh, you know, the people think that people are doing this, then the next thing. A lot of the people on the internet have jobs. They just also are on the internet. They can do two things. That's so that's what's so wonderful about the majority of people who are creators. You know? Anyway, it's just people like to go out of their way to try and bring others' success down, I suppose. And I don't even sit here thinking that I have a lot of success. I'm sure that there are people who look up to my channel and go, wow, like, you know, Clementine's doing a great job. The same way that I look up to other channels and go, wow, they're doing such a great job. Grass is always greener kind of situation. And so I just try to look at it like, am I enjoying myself? Yes. If that stops, I'll stop. But I'm enjoying myself. And I think that's what's beautiful about the internet is the connectivity that is allowed through the internet. Unfortunately, it does connect us to some bad eggs, but we're figuring out how to vet them nice and quickly. Someone did say Millie Bobby Brown is garbage. I don't really have a strong opinion as this. Yeah, it's a Kiwiception. It's exactly right. You like the impression? All right. Well, I can't say anything more. That was all it was. We moved to Sweden 3 weeks ago. You got there. Congratulations. I wasn't sure if you'd be over already. I kind of assumed you would be, but I know that these things take time. But congratulations. That is huge news. I hope that you're loving it already. And that everything's feeling nice and cozy. But you did it. You did it. You just build on it, you know, one day at a time. Just watched the last episode yesterday of Stranger Things. Was a good ending. I don't think it was a good ending personally. But I am glad that someone enjoyed it because that is also important. If you can't take a joke, you will obtain subscribers on the very aspect of remembering that people are people. Yeah, I think that's sweet. Who's your favorite character of Stranger Things? I like Dustin. That is my favorite. I think that he's a great actor, and I think that he is a good character as well. Soul Gang. Best Pokemon game, and why is it Ruby? So I actually didn't play a lot of the Pokemon games. I got into them quite late in life. But I kid you not, the Pokemon game that I kind of became very, very indoctrinated in was the remakes. So my ex, as my boyfriend at the time, had Omega Ruby. So I got Alpha Sapphire, and I played so much of it, and it's so good. And I do think Generation 3 is the best generation, truly. Truly, truly, truly. I know someone who's allergic to kiwis. Does that mean they can't visit New Zealand? Yeah, get them out of there. They don't want to go having a what's it called? Anaphylactic shock. No, of course not. But it is unfortunate that they are allergic. I have a slight reaction to kiwi fruit myself. I get a little bit of a rash, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We're all just waiting for our comments to get read. That's very cute, Symmetry. Yes, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I fear I've become a fangirl, but am a man. That's okay. We love people who are able to own their masculinity by realizing that they can squeal like a little child. It's great. So Irish, close enough. She loves what she's doing, so she has success. That's very sweet. That is very, very sweet. Where are you? I am a New Zealander, but I'm in the UK, so that's why my accent's a bit funny. And maybe next stream I will have my bot replying. Like I said, I think that I can see my bot is monitoring the chat. It's just not working very well. So next stream, which should be tomorrow, I'm hoping that my bot can answer some of these frequently asked questions on our behalf, so I don't have to answer them live. But nonetheless, I guess the only concern I have is that it feels a little less personal. I think there is something really nice to read the comments and be like, hi Darcy, you know, but when we have the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat, it's just grown a little bit larger than my capacity of the moment. So we're working on it. Two things, Freg and overachievers. That's what I'm saying, Lounge. I cannot understand content creators who have a full-time job and are a content creator, and then they're also editing their own stuff. It ain't me. It ain't me, baby. I recognize that I am very well suited to a cushy lifestyle where I can just go read when I want to, paint if I want to. I can come live and chat to you guys if I want to. I love a cushy lifestyle. There ain't nothing wrong with that other than the whole, like, what are you contributing to society? I'm like, I don't know if I can, man. I don't know if I can. I'm just gonna do what I enjoy, and hopefully that will bring some positivity to other people as well. I do watch anime, but I'm not currently watching any at the moment. I'm watching Euphoria, and then I'm gonna watch The Boys. That is what I'm gonna do. Okie dokie. Because she's so young, I think she's now in her 20s, I find it hard to see Millie Bobby Brown as anything but a kid. Yes, and it's weird that she has a kid now as well. I think, yeah, she and her partner adopted a child. So she is a kid, but she has a kid. It's like, anyhow, I think she's pretty talented, might be a bit high on her own supply, but she seems pretty down to earth. Yeah, I think that considering she's grown up as a child actor, she seems to be doing okay for herself. I don't really know, but yeah. I could listen to her talk about Pokemon all day, yes, but I try to refrain because I know a lot of people don't like me talking about a lot of Pokemon. The lack of an Emerald remake was a bummer. You can, I don't know if you know this, but if you do need to know this, you can play Emerald literally on a web browser. You don't have to download an external emulator. Pokemon Emerald is available. Just Google it, Pokemon Emerald Play or whatever, and you can play if you needed that information. I have now passed it on. Hey, you're from New Zealand as well, Toilet Sea. Hell yeah. She doesn't live there now, exactly. Thank you, Frank. I live in the UK now. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. You like Indian men? I like people who are nice is what I like. So if people are nice, I like them. If they're not nice, I don't like them. What are you doing in the UK? Are you lost? I wanted to travel Europe, and so I oh, speaking of segues, if you want answers to why I'm in the UK, keep an eye out for my YouTube video. I am going to send you guys there. I will publish it as soon as I hit stop streaming. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. But is it pink? 'Cause I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. That's bringing me back to my childhood. Oh my god. No bots, just bots. That's the one. Where did you get the bots? So I use Mix It Up. It is an on PC app. And so that is the robot I use. But it is not working as well as I'd like it to, but I will try and get that working. On Twitch it's fine, but on YouTube, We'll get there. We'll get there. My beard is ginger. I wish my beard was ginger. Well, I wish I had a beard. Yes, I can see your messages. I am in Southampton in answer to that question as well. Greetings from Panama. Howdy, Palm. Oh, yes, I saw this one as well, Cemetery from earlier. I was like, I don't know if I shall bring this up, but you've reposted it, so now you get me to read it out. Plan A was planting the seed too deep. Plan B was saying, holy shit, I fucked up. Ah! Although when I hear Plan A, I think of the, like, assistance with unwanted pregnancies. Plan B. Wait. Is it called Plan B or Plan A? I don't know. It's an American term, so I wouldn't know. Let me paint you? Okay. If you'd like. If that's what you'd like, you are welcome to. I love your sense of humor and face. Thank you. What do you call a low-fat Pokemon? Let me try that again. What do you call a low-fat Pokemon? Butterfree! That's a good one. I like that one. Okay, Millie is married. Yeah, I couldn't remember if she married her partner or not. I know that he's a little bit older than her, and I know that they adopted a kid, but I wasn't sure if they got married. Okie dokie. I think that I'm ready to wrap up. I'm feeling like I don't have as much energy to be getting to the 4-hour mark, so ask your final questions, everyone. You're learning English. Thank you. Obrigado. Welcome on in. Hello, cheeseburger. Blessings indeed. My beard is ginger. Okay. Plan B. Okay, it was Plan B, not Plan A. Whoops. Like I said, it's I think that in New Zealand, I don't know what it would be in Australia, but when I was in high school and they were trying to teach us all of these things where it's like, it was called just the morning after pill. That's the one. That was a ghastly joke. Hilarious. I'm not Irish nor Scottish. I'm a New Zealander. Wrap up or wrap up? Yeah. No, W. But definitely wrap up, speaking of unwanted pregnancies. Final questions. Can you read us the entire collected works of Shakespeare before you go? Oh, no. That's a very easy one. No. It's time to wrap up like a good sexual adventurer indeed. Thanks, guys. Can you put microphone on stand instead of holding it all day? Yes, but I actually like holding it. Anyhow, cool. So, thanks, guys. We didn't really get up to much today. But I still enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Mods have been putting in work, so shout out to the mods for working hard over on YouTube. The reality is that there's so much going on that you guys don't see. And the more work they put in, the easier it is on our end. And so unsung heroes, but that is why we are singing their praises as well. And so they are really trying. Obviously, there are a lot of things that are getting through and slipping through, but that is because it is a very, very tiny team. But that is why we are looking at expanding. So I think that it was pretty good today. It was pretty good today, despite things coming through. I don't know if it was just that we had less people as well, but I do think that it was more manageable. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Nice to meet you indeed. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear swords on their usernames. Quite. Let's hear it for the mods indeed. YouTube is unhinged, but the mods have really, really brought that down. I noticed it was a lot easier today. So thank you, moderators. Okay. I'm not gonna raid, but what I will do is I will do the thing that I said I was gonna do, and I am going to go publish my I'm gonna go publish my little video about being in the UK. So if you guys want to watch that, that is going to be live as soon as I click the buttons. I clicked the wrong button. Good afternoon. Hey, from Russia. You can't see me? Well, I can't see you physically, no. But thank you guys for all the new follows. Thank you for the new subscribes. Thank you for donating, both financially and also your time. And I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. If you did, consider hitting your equivalent of follow, subscribe, and I will get this link once I have hit the publish button. I'm not good at this. Save or publish. Public. Done. Save. I should have copied that. Copy. Here we go. There we go. There's the new video if you wanna watch it. It's only 11 minutes long. It's just me talking like what I've been doing. It's the same. It's the same. It's more of the same, but just 11 extra minutes more rather than me going to go get some brunch. Okay. Well, I'm done now. Thanks, guys. I had fun. Bye. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. I'm gonna go paint a mini minotaur now, so I'll show that off tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Ta-ta. Bye. Justin, hi. Goodbye. There you go. If you want to go watch something, then that's it. Okay. Switch to newscasting. Okay. Now, the latest from... No, I know. I was going to say the latest from Trump, and I was like, nope, we're not going there. Okay, I'm done now. Bye.